Have it here. Hello, Internet.
How y'all doing?
We are live. Welcome, folks, to a brand new campaign. Second new campaign in 2 weeks.
Oh, yeah.
Whoop, whoop.
I'm back in the DM's chair, although I didn't really leave because Tomb of Annihilation.
Yeah.
But anyway, I hope to all of you that are in the chat, which is a significant amount of you, thank you all again for the support. Before we roll into the brand new campaign, I have a couple quick announcements and then some things to let you guys know about the game before we start. One, I'm going to put a giveaway link in the chat. You guys have heard this ad nauseum, and I'm sorry, but if there are new folks, I want them to be aware we have a giveaway going on for some of the super awesome Polyhero Wizard dice. They are actually right here in this box. So we have wizard hats and wizard dice.
I love the
giving
hats.
away 4 sets from the folks at Polyhero as their Rogue Kickstarter is live.
Yes.
It ends on the 8th, as does this giveaway.
Just
so
around
to
the corner.
celebrate that, we are giving those away. So hopefully you guys get to enter, and I hope that you guys win. That would be great.
Each and every one of you.
I'd love to have enough to give to each and every one. I'll talk to Brenna. We'll see what we can make happen.
You get a D20.
Everybody gets a regular D6.
There you go. I got
Shipping.
plenty of those.
Plus shipping and handling.
Yeah, I'll put them in an envelope and hope I can put 2 stamps on the outside, and that'll be enough. Anyway, so that is out there. That was the main thing. Obviously, we're in a new campaign, which is my only other announcement that I've had lately. So, things that you guys should know up front about the new campaign. It is episode 1 of a hopefully very long-running game. So, we just are... These characters had been created a while ago, and they have been revisited now after a significant amount of time. So, we are still going to be working things out. There may be character tweaks, potentially, whether it be roleplay decisions or accents, or things that people are starting to work out. And over the next 2 or 3 games, we'll probably get that solidified, if we don't have it solidified by the end of tonight. But I wanted to give you guys a heads up that voices and things may change.
Yeah, I have no idea what my character sounds like.
That's okay. Your character can sound like you. You don't have to do a voice.
I know.
But I'm just putting that out there. So we're working on that.
It's like Celine, but quieter.
Crazy.
If only.
Actually, could be. Except for one.
Except that it can't.
Except that it can't.
It could. I can
So, I didn't get to
My
finish
character's
the one document tonight, but I will have it done before next game for all of the homebrew stuff. We do have a significant amount of homebrew things that are being added, whether they be homebrew races, as we do have Selena's playing my homebrew tweak of a tiefling that fits my world, and I'll explain that potentially during the game. If not, it'll be up by next week. We have some homebrew classes. These guys are both playing homebrew classes. They're not there yet, but they will be when they make their choice of level 3.
Right now we're playing Fighter and Barbarian.
They will be, Jake's was basically based on something that I had designed, and then I worked out with my good friend, Firebringer Axel, who helped me tweak it to make it more well-rounded. He also is the one who designed the class that the subclass that Pat will be playing. So we have that going on. So, we have all of that out there. What else? The maps you guys have seen on the internet, so those exist if you guys want to go back and find them. But I will explain a little bit more about where we are in the world tonight because they need to know. Other things, character sheets. Some stuff was still coming together before the show. So character sheets and character backgrounds will be uploaded to the website so you guys can see that
before the end of... Oh, okay.
By next game.
Before the end of the campaign.
That's the way Jake does it.
That's the way Jake does it.
Right after he dies. Or the Demogorgon dies.
Yeah.
Someone has to die.
Yeah, for Jake to...
But it worked. It was a good...
Jake's also a barbarian. See, I don't want to set the precedence by doing it for him.
Yeah.
But he's a barbarian at level 1.
Yeah.
There's not really a lot.
No, that's pretty quick. Pretty quick thing.
Yeah.
But those will be up before next game. You'll be able to see the characters' backstories as well as their stats. I'm also working to full-on copy pretty much every major streaming platform, whether it be the little side things on Dice Camera Action, or the critter decks from Critical Role, or
already
the sort of the decks for Ack Inc. the C team, where the chat is going to go away below me. That's going to disappear, and we're going to be able to, if I can get stuff working with an Elgato Stream Deck, to have me be able, when the characters are doing things, like you see on all of your favorite shows, pull up the characters, it'll show their stats and a little bit about them, max HP, who they are, and all that good stuff. I'm hoping to get to do that. It's a lot easier to do, one, when you have a stream team, like all of those shows. All of those shows do.
Fits,
or if I was at my computer, I could click and do that if this was like a streamed game on Monday nights. I'm gonna see if I can do that from a distance with a Stream Deck, but I don't know if I'll be able to. We'll see. So that I think is about the last. Chat is still there. You guys are still talking. You won't be seen on screen. For things like It Builds Character, the chat will still be on screen, as I do reference the chat quite often for advice. So, to put that out there. Let's see. So, that is... What else do we have? I'm trying to think if there's anything else that's of importance. Yeah, I guess they really want to keep going here. I know, it's just building the anticipation. So, we're still working out, again, the length of what these sessions are going to be. I had some other ideas, but I didn't talk it over with these guys beforehand, so I'm not going to bring it up now. I'll bring it up on the break.
Makes sense.
Plan is to have, again, the standard, with the exception of certain situations, one break during the course of the stream. Try to keep things consistent. Try to keep a consistent start time, even if it just is going live,
right? And
we're getting shit together, but the stream is still up, so you guys can chat and you see us walking around the background.
So you know we're alive still.
Also, people have been requesting that several of our games...
We're not doing the swimsuit calendar. I don't care how many requests we get.
That's fine.
What if we get like a lot of requests?
We've gotten a lot. We do it like a lot more?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe, but probably
not. I got a maybe from Jake for you guys.
Whatever. I thought you eat pizza. As I was saying, we have gotten a lot of requests to turn these into podcasts. We have a lot of folks, thankfully crossover folks from the venture meetings and stuff that I've done over on their stream, that those are primarily podcast people. So they listen to the audio only, whether it be Stitcher or Podbean or whatever podcast site they use. So they said they'd like to have it be in podcast form. I think it's definitely a good thing to start with Evil Game, and this game, because they're right out the gate.
Okay.
We're not gonna, maybe down the road, because bandwidth-wise, it's gonna cost a ton of money to go back and do old games.
Yeah.
Probably Princess of the Apocalypse is only 8 episodes deep.
That wouldn't be
and
too
then bad. Then after that would be Horde of the Dragon Queen, because it's ongoing still.
Right.
But that's 28 episodes and counting, so it's gonna be a slow rollout. Also, I'm trying to think of games that aren't heavily visually based, so that you won't lose that translation for the podcast.
Yeah.
But you guys want to hear it, so I don't want to tell you guys no to things that you want.
We want you to hear us.
So, speaking of the legendary Firebringer Axel, who just popped into the chat himself. So, that's awesome.
Woo.
Katie, you bring up a good point. We could start podcast at Rise of Teamit. We're close-ish.
Yeah.
But people want to hear it, so. But also podcasts are typically like an hour long, not like 3 to 4. Which is why our Storm King's Thunder podcast, which not to be confused with our Storm King's Thunder stream,
different things,
is only 1 hour increments, and that will be rolling out when we have more content. Because I think we have 5 sessions, and I'm not going to roll out 5 episodes and be like, cool.
All right, we'll see you when
we see you whenever we make the next game. So
that's season 2.
That being said, let us dive into episode 1 of Evrand.
Are you ready to make a splash?
Okay.
How long are we waiting on that one?
What? He said dive, so I just jumped on it.
Okay.
So
I'll just write it out.
Good.
Oh, cell phone rule is in effect as well, as we've discussed.
Sure.
As far as not answering your phone and all that good stuff, because it works
in the car.
That's fine. It worked well. You know your role. Bring it back.
All right.
So.
Can I look at it to check the date? Like right the second?
Yes.
Okay.
He was kidding.
Oh,
Minus
no.
ones.
-1 stat point.
Oh.
No!
Can I pick it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
But only for Selena. Selena gets to pick yours.
Ooh,
Yeah,
it's
but why would we not all work together for the best?
strength?
What?
Never mind.
Anyway,
About strength?
so
Drop my charisma.
here we go. For
All
real.
Alright.
Shut up. I'm starting again. So, give me that face, Selena. So, I'd like to welcome everyone to the world of Evrand. It's a world of magic and of fantasy, of legendary heroes of old, and villains that last across ages.
Gross.
There are many stories to be told, spanning the various continents within the world, but today we're going to focus on one small group of adventurers who are just starting out. So, we begin in darkness.
Oh, no.
Utter, incomplete. Shit. Silence. It's peaceful, yet unnerving. You all feel, though, something's wrong. This doesn't feel right to you. Slowly, you start to hear sound is returning to you. It's muffled, as if there's a pillow over your ear, and you can hear what sounds like metal on metal contact. You hear crackling of lightning, groans of pain, shouting, and slowly, as you all breathe in, your eyes open, and your hearing begins to return in fully, and you hear a voice calling out to you off to your left. You turn, you are all... Everybody's turning different ways.
Stage left.
What the fuck is that?
Stage left is your left.
So, you all wake up. You are underground. Who has dark vision?
I have dark vision.
You guys don't.
No.
You guys can see there is guttering torches off to the distance, enough to give you a general layout. You guys came down here together, and you hear off to the distance, not even that far away, there is a massive battle ongoing. A war, if you will. You guys have just been brought back from unconsciousness, and you look around you, you see singed earth, and you see several fish people
Oh, no.
on the ground, burnt corpses, and there is, in a crack in the cave wall, there is a dwarf in kind of more like weirdly nice robes, and he's beckoning to you to come this way.
All right. Did we know? Have we seen this?
You have not seen this dwarf before.
All right. I get up, and then these guys can't see.
There's like a little bit of light enough to
Okay.
kind of give them the general layout, but for the most part, no.
Stumble to my feet and start stumbling after the dwarf.
You guys can hear his voice. So.
Oh, cool.
All right. I reach into my adventurer's pack and pull out a torch.
Okay.
And I'm...
Excuse me.
I can see. Oh,
Yeah, it's guy.
way,
He's
yeah.
got a beard.
Let's follow him.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
So you guys run, and you can hear explosions, arrows clinking off walls and stone nearby.
Okay.
You guys make your way into this crevice. And you can see him in front, and he's beckoning toward you and pulling you along through this cavern.
Right.
At this point, we'll remind you guys of why you are here and we're unconscious.
Oh, okay.
So,
Things come flooding back.
yes. Rick.
Me.
Cedric, Rick the Brick, Von Brick.
Yeah.
We know
What a
your
name.
story, although you do not. Most of your recent adventuring days have been lost to you, and you guys will be able to see the full story, and some of this will come out as the players roleplay, so I don't want to give too much away. But all of the circumstances that you've encountered have angered you to the point where you didn't want to be living the cushy life in a nice estate
Nah.
in Carrick Fair, and you said, I need to get out and I need to hit something.
Yeah, need to be real.
So, the best opportunity for that would be to serve your race and go fight in the ongoing war that's been happening for the past 150 years.
I'm in. Got to do something.
So, you enlist.
All right.
People trying to get you to be an officer, during this process, and you basically said, "Forget all this. I want the action."
Yeah.
On the front lines.
Throw me in there.
So that's why.
All right.
You're there. Oz. You came searching for your uncle.
Uncle the Brick?
Uncle the Brick. When you landed in the nearest area to Carrickfern, which would be Bricken's homestead in the north, asking about, they tell you that, well, there's only one way in and one way out, and there's a massive war effort going on, as there has been for quite some time. Whether or not you were aware of that, we haven't really discussed. But if you're looking for him, he's probably in there. And if you can fight, they'll take you. Also, you look sneaky, so you probably can get in and get to where you need to go.
Fair.
So, at the same time, they actually tell you there's a group going in to the front lines now. So, in that group, Ember, you are also there, having traveled all over the place, as we've discussed. Landed yourself in Bricken's homestead. That's where your trials and tribulations have landed you. And in asking around, trying to find a job, as you do, you learn that, again, the dwarves are looking for... Things are not going great in the war for the dwarves. So they're looking... They've expanded their resources. They're calling in all favors, calling in anybody that they know, mercenaries or otherwise, with offers of gold or renown or various things. When the war is over, you'll be, rewarded. Also, anybody that can fight or has any kind of heavy destructive potential is highly valued. Something of which you have both of. So, you again, also in this caravan.
All right.
Wave. You have been in Bricken's homestead for about a year. Training, you've gone through, again, the trials that brought you to seek a greater purpose in life, to leave behind your surfer ways and move on to a more martial study. And you've been working at that for the past year, training in the militia here in Bricken's homestead. You've been training with your class of 4 other would-be fighters, I guess. I mean, they're all pretty much... They have their different persuasions. So we've got... Let me see here. Gotta pull up the names. We have Ian Wainwright. He's a human. He's a ginger. Looks like a bearded General Hux from Last Jedi, but with a beard.
Right.
He is partial to the bow. You are also, let's jump over here. You're also joined by Drell Toppleton. He's a gnome. He's got wild purple hair, a hot pink beard, and neon green eyebrows.
Nice. Ooh. Not nice, really.
No. He wields primarily dual wields hand crossbows. He wears a mottled camouflage cloak that is only really useful for hiding him if he just pulls it all the way up and over his head.
Right.
Because then he can actually attempt to hide, because he's not hiding at all with that. You have Sabine, a tiefling with red skin, amber eyes, and roughed, curved horns. She wears a blue cloak all the time, and she is a polearm master. And Gordon is a dragonborn. He's a dragonborn of Bahamut, which, if you are familiar with 3.5 edition, is the original dragonborn. They then retconned it to be its own race. And there's a whole long story that they brought about in 4th edition, and those are legacy for 5e. Those don't exist in my world because the 5th edition dragonborn race is stupid. And by that, I mean nothing against people who like dragonborn, but I mean that mechanically it is the worst option. It is not a good option to pick. So I have decided, again, I will release the full homebrew document, but basically this is someone who has dedicated their lives to Bahamut, and in doing so encased themselves in an egg made of precious metals and a rose, whatever their race was previously. We're going to say that this was an elf, and is now a draconic version of that elf. But like snout, scales, bluish scales, because I don't really decide one way or another.
Get what you get.
Muted blue color. Wears let's see, is about 6.5 feet tall. And he is more of he's a rapier wielder and is more of like the closest thing to a medic that you guys have. He is a bard. So, but trained in martial, potentially going that route down.
Right.
That is your class.
Yeah.
You guys have been training for the past year under Marcus Grizzly Maddox, the big bear of a man who is the leader of the town militia. And he sent you guys. He said,
Mad Dog Maddox.
He says that you guys have proven yourself in mock combat and your training exercises. You've worked very well together as a unit, training in this. But they decided, he decided that to finalize your training, let's see how you do in real combat.
Oh, yeah.
So he has a long-standing relationship with the dwarves, as do most people in Brigand's Homestead, for trade and other things. So they're going to send your group to the front lines, sort of as a, they'll figure out where they're going to put you. But the idea is that the 5 of you will work together to, encounter real combat, hopefully succeed.
Yeah.
And then upon the completion of that, come back out and you'll be granted full militia status.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So, the 5 of you plus you 2, so the 7 of you are all going in together because you're all going for one reason or another. So you've made your way into the mines or beneath the mountain. You pass by Carrick Fair and it's kind of off on the side. They don't take you into the city as the real action is below.
Yeah.
Where you guys can hear you hear basically the echoing of hammers on anvils as you walk past the city and descend down. And basically, once you get down into about, you're walking for, you sort of lose track. You'd guess probably at least a mile underground. And you start to hear the sounds of battle. At which point you guys are brought to a general who doesn't give you his name and just directs you to go join the eastern flank. It points off and you guys head over that way. That is where you are with a group of other people. You guys all join together when you are assaulted, which is supposed to be like a routine ground troops versus ground troops. When a what you hear the shouting of the name of Whip, which is, you would know, is a name for the dedicated priests of these Kuotoan priests. That is what they call their high priests.
All right.
And Kuoto have a penchant for lightning magic.
Wonderful.
And basically the last thing you guys remember was just a crackling ball of energy before you all went unconscious. When you guys
hear something crack?
Wake up, you notice that as you guys are coming away from this, you do notice that the rest of your class is just dead. They've charred.
It's a rough night.
I took really good notes.
He did.
Yes.
So I can remember them.
Forever.
R.I.P.
Yeah.
We had a good time.
R.I.P.
Yeah. Anyway,
so
riding the wave.
All right.
You guys are being pulled down this hallway, through the dark, and he's just like, come on, and you just run. And after about 15 minutes of running, basically you seem to be, there's little dips and falls in the elevation, and he leads you out into a clearing in the hallway. And you see there's a door in the stone, and he hits a series of buttons. You're not exactly sure what, and the door slides in, and he beckons you inside.
Yeah. All right.
Inside, there's books everywhere. This is like some kind of mini library. You also see like a lounge chair that seems to be very well worn and probably slept in more often than not, possibly even a bed. And he invites you all to sit down. He looks at the 4 of you, He says, "Oh, I wish I had better circumstances to greet you, but look like you're all gonna be dead." And he says, "I'm not a very well-trained cleric in the ways of Doomthorn, but I need you guys. The rest of your platoon is dead. I'm sorry to say. He's directing this mostly at you, but I think I may have found something that's going to turn the tide of the war in our favor. But no one believes me.
All right.
I need a group of people, a small group, and you seem to have a mixture of small and large. I need people to go. I think I figured it out." And you don't know what he's talking about, but he's just like wild-eyed and crazy, and he's like, as he's saying this, he's like, he's pulling like long sheafs of paper, flapping paper left and right, stacking up tomes, and you see him like, oh man, what did we get? I didn't even see what that was. It was a donation of something.
Dude rocking out.
We'll have to go check that in.
We will check it out.
And you see him like holding scrolls up to the light, and he's like, "Yes, all right." And he looks at you again, mostly directing his thought. Oh, here we go.
Because he's also a dwarf, right?
He is also a dwarf. Yeah. Oh, I see it. It's from Katie.
Are they speaking in Dwarven?
Katie, thank you.
Speaking in Dwarven?
No, he's speaking in Common. Because he wants everybody to understand it. Because he knows that everybody speaks Common. Sure. I'm gonna check real quick what that donation was so that I don't forget.
Oh God.
Yeah, I guess she is. I don't know if that's.
That's
Can somebody clip that, please, so we can have that face on the internet forever?
Oh, it's there.
It's always there. Ready for you anytime.
Put some snakes and
What's
pizza
the
and
stream
corn.
time?
Oh, all right. So, he goes, "I realize this is a lot, but here's the deal. I've been looking through," and he pulls this like ancient tome, and he opens it up, and the pages aren't even attached. They're just like loose things, and he says, "I've been reviewing."
Hey, fair.
Yeah, right. But I guess I should say he's a younger dwarf, long black hair, shorter trimmed beard. He's a little bit taller and wider than your average dwarf. And you notice when he was running that he runs bow-legged. Yeah, he says, I found this, and he says, "This is the journal of field accounts of Deep Forge."
Oh shit!
You know of Deep Forge,
right?
It's a thing that no one really talks about. Okay. It existed, and it's sort of been. It's like a myth at this point,
right?
And he says, "It looks like," and he's like holds up this thing, and it's this complicated. What's everybody's intelligences? All
15, 12.
Oh.
10.
So you guys, you can definitely see that this is some sort of blueprint or schematic of some kind, but what it is, you don't know. And he says, "This is a detail of what used to be the heat pump of the Deep Forge."
Cool.
Oh, he goes, "No one believes me that I've found it, and I think I know, because this is a field journal, and it's just like chicken scratch splattered with blood. It looks old. It looks like it's ready to fall apart." And he says, "I think I know where it is." And he goes, "You know all about the Deep Forge. Of course, you're a dwarf. You know what I'm talking about."
I mean, I've heard of it. If it's real.
And he's just like, "Forget it." And he just says, "Back before, what do I want to call this?
Modern day?
No, he goes, back before the last war, we used to be able to mine and process adamantine." I know, it sounds crazy. We used to have it.
What?
Yeah, nobody can do that.
Right.
What?
And this heat pump for the Deep Forge, this is supposedly the thing that used to be able to do it. We lost about, I don't know, this dates back to over 1,000 years ago. We lost this pump for some reason. No one seems to know why. The report doesn't really detail it. Right. All of a sudden it was there, now it's gone. If we can find this, and this is real, like it obviously is, look, it's right here, in front of your face.
Right on paper.
Yes. He says,
you can read it.
If we can bring this back, and we can install it, and to get it up and running again.
We could use it in the war.
That'll allow us to start forging adamantine weapons, but most importantly, adamantine armor.
Yeah.
And the armor, he goes, how have you been out on the front lines long? Do you know?
A few weeks, yeah.
All right. You know that these fish bastards have been using secretions from some sort of otherworldly thing that's taking our people out and sometimes turning them into weird fish zombies.
Fish zombies.
I believe, based on my research, that the adamantine armor will protect against these secretions.
Oh, wow.
And if we can make the armor with this, we'll be able to stop that process and be able to fight them back. And that negates that entire thing.
Bunch of fish sticks.
No one mentioned secretions when I joined up.
Why'd you join up then? You weren't here for the secretions. And stop them.
We talk about it later?
I guess. What's your name, guy?
Not the time.
He goes, I am Samnal McRand.
Samuel
McRand.
Sounds crazy. But just crazy enough to...
Work?
Yeah.
To get us all killed!
I'm on it. Is there anything interesting on this fella's desk?
Yes. You can see that there is all manner... He says, first of all, if you're to do this, one, you'll be helping our people. But to be able... He goes, I'm not much of a fighter. I'm more of a
book type.
Yeah. I'm all about the knowledge. And he says, Doom with Owen be praised. So that's
the dwarven god of knowledge.
Secrets under the map.
Of course.
So he says, but if I'm able to bring this one to Queen Andy and the rest, I'll be able to turn the tide of the war, but also I'll be able to prove all the tide.
I don't get the joke.
And he says, but more importantly, I'll be able to tell all those bastards who thought I was a liar.
Yeah, thank you!
And prove to them that what I was saying is true. So for that, I can offer you all at least 100 gold pieces each if you're able to do so.
Yeah, totally, yeah, definitely. I'm already in one. Yeah. Bring on the secretions!
And he hands you each, he goes, this might be able to help. He gives you each a healing potion.
Woo!
Potentially more, let me go check. Because that was Katie's donation.
Thank you, Katie.
Alright, cards are in play.
Oh, wow.
Yeah! Thank you, Zaltris.
Thank you, Zaltris!
And he goes, wait, but I forgot about this. Jesus. He goes, I forgot about these. And he pulls out a crate and he goes, here's 4 more healing potions for each.
Shit.
So you each have 5 healing potions. And he goes, and this is for you. And he hands you a jar.
Ooh.
And inside this jar is a little tiny pink thing with wings that's floating around. And he goes, in case you need it, just keep it on you. It'll protect you from things.
Alright. Put it in my backpack.
So you have a fairy in a bottle.
Wow.
So if
D4 plus 2?
2d4 plus 2.
And we have 1 health right now.
No, you have. Let me check. You guys currently have 4 health.
Thanks, Pat!
Aw, Pat.
Thank you for that!
I mean, we just came back from conscious.
Yeah, but I can assume that he cure wounds me to fall.
He'll cast. He's got 1 more 3rd level spell, so he'll cast Mass Cure Wounds again.
All right.
7 more.
All right. That's a lot better.
Full.
Yep.
Right? For most of you.
No.
What was that? That was 11 total, right?
Yeah.
That's full.
Hey, Katie, if you can, if you could just do me a favor, there's that tracker that I built that lets you put in who gets what as far as rolls and fate die and stuff. Could you do me a solid and open that up and just keep track of anything that happens in here, because there's been a couple. So, first of all, he goes, maybe these things will be interesting for you. And he pulls out several things that we're going to find out what they are. But also, Ember, you get a reroll of a natural 1.
Reroll of a natural 1?
Yes.
Cool.
Thanks, man. I was almost wiped out, you know? I appreciate it.
No, you were unconscious. You were pretty wiped out.
Yeah.
Completely wiped out.
Yeah, but...
Yeah, like, absolutely wiped out.
But I'm not now, so not completely.
Alright.
Yeah.
So,
No, but like you were. But you're not now.
But because I'm not now.
Whatever. Look.
And I was gonna give you some more information, but I have to figure out fucking trinkets.
More trinkets.
What are you even doing here, man?
Me?
Yeah, you.
You're not gonna believe me when I tell
Thank
you.
you.
Okay.
I can't read everyone away.
I was looking for you?
Whoa. You're right. I don't believe you.
Yeah.
What a
I
crazy
said that would
time.
happen.
Yeah, you were right.
Rick the Brick?
No, sorry.
Who's Rick?
Oh,
I heard about
sorry.
you.
Who's Rick the Brick?
That's him. Cedric Von Brick. Rick the Brick.
Yeah,
Holy
Cedric.
shit,
It's a
dude.
good nickname.
Thank you.
It's nice to meet you. You're a
Hi,
real
who
hero.
are you?
I'm Wave Gouger.
Oh,
Are we still on the
remember.
books?
Yes, you find a piece of, for whatever reason, your little halfling brain says, I'm going to take this scrap of paper.
That sounds like me.
And it says, are you ready?
No.
Get fucking ready.
Pulling out my camera.
This is
You,
episode
this is your
1.
notebook.
These
I'm
people have so many flint bucks.
I'm a water
I'm
genasi.
going to have to look for trinkets.
Alright.
So,
Yeah.
you ready?
Ready.
The
Wanna
note
see something?
says,
And I'll, like,
behind the
control a
second
little water
painting
and
on the
make it, like,
left.
almost like a firework. But then it'll like, and then it'll collect back in my hand into a little ball, and then
Yeah.
I'll make it roll around in my hand. And then
Mm-hmm.
539.
The water pouch that I have.
Oh, well, yeah, that was cool. You're right.
Come after dark.
Oh.
Just stole that guy's paper.
Ember,
Yeah.
you. Sorry, guys. This is what happens on a trinket-based nonsense. Ember.
You're a halfling. Why you? He's a blue thing.
You find crumpled up,
Mm-hmm.
You are.
basically a witch hat. It's like
Ooh.
collapsed. It is a pointy hat crown, which I imagine is a hat
I think so.
of a sorcerer king, but we're just gonna call it a witch hat. You can decide the color and the exact design.
Detect magic.
Not magic.
No, I'm gonna detect magic.
I know.
On
I'm
the
telling you,
room.
it's not magic.
In the room.
I will get to that.
Sure. Of course.
Post trinkets.
And you're a dwarf.
Yeah. So that's why I'm here.
Yeah.
What do you want?
Oh shit, Pat. We're gonna say that you get this one later
So you're
because this
looking
is
for me.
too fucking perfect.
Okay.
You get this one after, but you have it. A tattoo of your adventuring party. So this is for your class.
That's beautiful.
So you'll have whatever you decide what
R.I.P.
that looks like, but we'll worry
Of
about
those
that later.
guys from earlier, his
Yeah,
class?
his class that he
I need to
trained
come
with
up
for the
like,
past
a
year.
nickname or something,
Yeah.
like a symbol.
Yeah, you guys.
Like the
thought
high
you-
five.
The high five. That's pretty good.
Because there's
That's
5 of you.
delightful.
And for
And those things together.
and then for Rick the Brick.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
The Brick.
It's literally gonna be like a hand with like all
Von
their names on
I feel like
it.
it's
Yeah,
really
dude.
pro wrestler.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
you'll
we
be
work.
the thumb.
That's what I'll do, Ted. It's gonna
Okay.
be a shoulder blade tattoo of a handprint, and then have like a little thing for each of them.
What a beautiful moment.
Yeah.
Perhaps it's a remnant of the shadow that controls your mind for that short period of time. But when you rage, blood mist tinges your sight.
Oh, okay.
Creatures glow a bright crimson,
All right.
outlining them.
Ooh.
However, that sometimes makes it difficult to distinguish friend from foe.
Oh, well.
Alright, now to go back to the chat to figure out what I've missed since then. Anyway.
So, I heard you lost your memories, said Rick.
Yeah.
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 So, like, a bunch of years back, my mom was kidnapped, and you helped my dad find her, so I grew up here and started. So we had a falling out, so I was just looking for someone to hang with for a while.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. But I didn't know about the memory thing until like a week ago.
Ah.
And
Your
so
parents,
now I'm just
your
saying
parents
hi.
never told you that?
Well, they no, it never came up.
All my
That's
friends are
pretty
dead,
weird,
so-
actually.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You and those other 4 weird guys, huh?
Yeah. The high fives.
Ah.
What is your
I guess you're number 1.
Oh, dude, too soon. It's been like 10 minutes. Shit. All right, I guess that's
A great sword right now.
that's
Okay.
Uncle the Brick.
So apparently,
just
so you
wash
know,
over me, you know.
your weapon,
You gotta.
which you know now because of another donation,
Yeah.
is the biggest there is.
Oh, it's the greatest sword.
So you
Sorry.
even
have
gave
the
her a
Buster
name.
Sword?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's like it's the Buster Sword,
Oh,
but it's
okay.
like the Buster Sword size for Cloud, but you're a dwarf.
Right.
But because you're brawny, your carrying capacity is as though a large creature, so
Yep.
it's not an issue.
It's
For you.
fucking massive.
It's not a great sword. It's the greatest sword.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's about as tall as you, so
Yep.
it's super unwieldy normally.
Fucking awesome.
But it just looks like badass because you just imagine like Gimli running through like Moria or any of the but the sword rather than in like that little axe on his back, it's a sword the size of him just at a 45.
You can like ride that, dude. Like what?
I don't know what that means.
Yeah. You could ride it like a pony.
Like
It's a sword.
like
I know
a
you
board.
could though. I mean,
Don't.
I'm not gonna, but you
No,
could.
not you. I'm talking to him. Don't.
I don't
I'm
know.
saying potentially. It could be cool.
And he's like, this has been great, but we have some more things to discuss.
Yeah, thanks for
Okay.
all the stuff, bro.
Yeah, man.
Detect magic in the room.
He's magic because he's a cleric.
Okay.
As is she, as magic. You guys aren't correct. Obviously, all the healing potions detected as magic. Her scarf has a very faint transmutation magic to it. Her scarf.
I can tell.
And there are
Okay.
Rick, you have a reroll. Oh shit! No wait.
Oh.
A reroll of a natural one.
Oh yeah.
And there are some books that potentially are magic.
Okay.
There are some magic books. They're not like crazy. They're not like a wizard spell book, which would be like teeming with magic. But there's some books that have the traces of magic about them. So he's gonna fill you in.
Yeah,
on
Seminole.
what he knows. So he tells you one about the Deep Forge and what he thinks it is. And then he says, because things have been alone for a long time, I imagine that the areas around there have probably grown a bit wild and out of control. I don't really know what to expect down there, but that's why I'm sending you a lot, not myself.
Ha! That's reasonable.
He says
Shit.
the area around Deep Forge consisted of a bunch of low-roofed homes outside of a great gate. The gate is supposedly leads into the forge room itself. The lift in the room is supposed to lead down into the mines. And then he basically gives you guys a map that will get you there.
Ah, shit.
From
I love
there.
maps.
But I don't happen to have that, so it's... There you go. It's the map to get where you need to go.
All right. Cool.
And he says, if you return to me with...
It's an old map.
yeah, it's old. It's real old.
I put it in my map case then.
Yep, sure. So he says, return to me, and I'll show... he goes, obviously, returning the heat pump here... returning the heat pump is obviously the most important part, but anything you find down there
Could be useful.
is up to you.
Yeah.
It's yours to keep
All
as
right.
part of the for going down there and taking care of this for me.
Cool.
So
Yeah, anything to give us the upper hand in this war.
Yeah.
Too many good people
yes,
lost.
Totally.
agreed.
While they're all talking, can I just go look at the titles of the magical books? Just
Sure. When you look at the actual spines are blank, and you don't actually see, similar to what he had that he opened up, those were more or less like the covers of books with sheafs of basically papers inside them. The book is more, the binding is more of a housing, but it's several pieces
like a binder
of
almost.
paper inside there, yeah. So it doesn't actually have a title. It basically seems to be a collection of whether it be reports or what have you. That's what he seems to have.
okay. Magical reports.
Maybe you don't without actually opening it up and seeing what's in it. All you can see is the outside, which seems to be just a cover.
Can I? Samuel, do you mind if I? Samuel.
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 No.
Samuel.
No.
Sorry, the lightning bolt, little fried here. Do you mind if I take a look at some of these books?
I think it was. I mean, I'd rather you.
Would you be insulted if I did?
No, I wouldn't be insulted, but I'd prefer if you went. And...
Sure,
Started
we got
right.
something to do. Sure.
There's a war going on
All right,
now.
let's do it.
Yeah,
Let's do it.
I
Not
mean,
a lot of time
let's
to
go.
waste.
True.
Sorry.
Let's go, guys.
A little spacey.
Future question.
A little spacey sometimes.
What?
Nothing. I'm just telling him. It's like,
So,
that's a future question.
he points you guys off in the direction. So you guys can follow this map. It's going to take you, again, underground.
All right.
And away.
Undergrounder.
Yes, undergrounder.
So,
you guys are free to obviously discuss.
what's your, what are you guys' names?
Because you guys may
We're
have
doing this
discussed.
as we're walking?
You guys walked in down together
so
a
you
mile
talked
below, so
about it?
you guys may know each other.
Okay.
But whether you know who he is, and some of you have not heard of him,
Apparently.
but you don't know. We'll
Wade's
say that
heard
he.
of me.
Apparently,
He
Wade
said
heard
that.
of you. We'll say Pat said that. But
Pat said that.
We'll say that he knows of you, because he's been in the area for
Yeah,
a
sure.
year, so he might have heard of you, especially with that whole townsfolk
Yeah.
scenario. But she doesn't know who you are.
That's okay.
And actually, for the chat, and if this does end up in podcast form for the people at home, why don't we have everybody? We'll start with you. We'll just go around the table. We'll start with you, Sean. Tell us your character. Your race, your class. Give me a 2-minute elevator pitch for your character,
All right.
as well as physical description. That can be a little bit longer.
Oh, shit. I gotta pull out my physical description. I don't remember what I wrote. So my character's name is Osborne Greenbottle. He goes by Oz. He is the son of 2 adventurers who got there happily ever after, and when they had a kid, they were so in love that he always kind of felt by the wayside, like he was an intruder on their happily ever after. So he did a little thieving, a little thieves guilding, a little poisoning, and stuff like that. So he is a stout halfling rogue. And he's a little guy, so I think he's 3'1". He has tan skin, shaggy brown hair, usually wears all black clothing. He has Jake-style chin scruff, and some scars, and he's one of those people who has active energy, so he's always doing something with his hands. He does that cool coin trick with the gold.
That is
This
cool.
guy can do it.
When he's bored, he just does that over and over and over. Yeah. That's him, and he's a pretty. My character has the feet scout nimbleness, so he's faster than most squat nimbleness. So he's faster than most halflings with a speed of 30.
Yeah.
You can keep up with the rest of us.
He can't.
I can't.
Oh, you can?
Nope.
Oh, bummer.
Yeah. Is that good?
Short
Did
You
I
got
do
a
good,
cool
Ted?
sword.
Yeah, that's good.
Short legs, cool sword.
Okay, my character is Ember. She is a tiefling phoenix sorcerer. Her story is kind of like Elsa meets Anastasia. She was
But
part-
on fire.
but on fire. She was born from a noble tiefling family who were powerful within they're in a race war in Ted's universe.
Mhm.
So she's part of the good tieflings.
Yes.
They lived in an area that was inhabited by a phoenix, and her family was respectful and nice towards the phoenix, so it didn't kill them. And when she was a baby, their whole home was destroyed by a fire, which killed everyone. The phoenix, which they had gained favor from the phoenix, so Phoenix. It brought Ember back to life. So a traveler found her as a baby in the ashes, brought her to an orphanage. She grew up there with no knowledge of who she is or where she came from. The kids were assholes towards her because due to the phoenix power, she started having outbursts of fire, basically. That was her power, and she had no idea what was going on.
The worst puberty ever.
Basically, essentially the worst puberty ever. And she tried to suppress it so that she can kind of be normal like the other kids, and the more she did that, the more accidents there were, so she got kicked out of the orphanage when she was 14 because she was a danger. So she's basically been traveling ever since, just kind of picking up odd jobs wherever she can, just trying to survive. The only thing she has that was found with her when she was a baby is a phoenix feather and a charred piece of parchment that has a mysterious symbol on it. So she's just trying to basically figure out who she is and where she came from and why things catch on fire.
What does she look like?
She has horns. She has black hair. She has very dark tan skin. Her eyes look like glowing embers.
Ooh.
Hence her name.
Ember.
What kind of horns?
What do you? I don't know. I didn't. Think
Are they like?
Bullhorn,
No,
ram
I would say
horns,
kind of ram
deer
horns, like the curled ones.
Ah, she's got the Leia
She wears the
horns.
phoenix feather in her hair. And she's got, the pointy tiefling teeth.
Does she have a tail? Did we ever discuss?
No, she does not have a
She does
tail.
not have a tail. And for those
No
of you
tail.
saying, what's
No
up, tiefling with no tail? That is a function of my homebrew tiefling subrace, the Serenite tieflings, which there's a long, crazy story about, which may come out over the course of this game. It probably will, since we have one in the party. But they are tieflings. Oh, and I think, I don't remember if we discussed it, but you don't actually know Infernal. You know Celestial.
Oh.
That makes sense.
I gotta change the name of my character sheet.
We said that,
I
Jay.
said that first.
We said that together.
It
Don't run
is
away
it is a tiefling that is not tied to, or it is an evolution. That's the best way to describe it. An evolution of tiefling that is, again, still has the remnants of the physical
It's all blue over here.
appearance of a tiefling, but has slowly. This has led to the different colorations of tieflings into. I mean, brown is not uncommon for regular tieflings, but like pastel colors, seafoam green, and the like.
Yeah.
To the point where some of them are born without horns at all, some are born without tails, some are born without none. They look more or less just like a different colored skin human. It's a slow process. It's evolution, right? Some people are born with no wisdom teeth, some people are born with 5.
Her
That's
eyes
a
are
very
like
poor analogy, but
completely that color. Like she has no pupil,
Oh.
no sclera, anything. Just
straight up ember.
straight up like gold, orangey.
Yeah.
That sounds
Yeah.
solid.
Yeah.
Alright.
So that, and she's like 5'4" and like petite.
Patrick?
Wave Gouger. He's a hydroponic farmer, water genasi, training to be a fighter Templar. He's
Been on Match.com for 6 months now.
not
Like
working out.
One looks in the water.
A lot of waves left. Well, he's 6'1", 140-ish, very tall, lanky. Helps him swim. What else? Had a
Why is he a Genasi?
yes, because he was caught up in a storm where he was surfing in a wave, and he thought he was gonna, get some surfer clout, and ended up getting sucked down by the wave and drowned until he found out he could breathe underwater after he washed up on shore, and his Genasi powers were awakened, and so he used it to create the best Gouger leaf in the land until the Gouger boys got jealous and beat the shit out of him and set his farm afire.
Oh, what a waste.
Farm flame.
Yeah. And my parents were killed in the farm
Oh
or the
no,
fire. And,
all of your parents are dead.
yep. I washed up in Bricken, and I've been training there for a year. Like I think that's
Now all your friends are dead too.
Yep. Pushed me to the edge.
Oh, you're
All my
lonely
friends
like
are
me.
dead. And yeah, fighting this war, and
He's in the Riptide.
yeah, I'm trying to swim my way out. See where it takes me.
It's deep, man.
Thank you.
Pat, do
What's
you
your hair
surf?
look like?
Internet wants to know.
I skimboard actually because the shark thing is not cool, so I will go on the beach and at night and then skimboard until the sun comes up in the morning for 6 hours straight. And I've done that all over the East Coast and a little West Coast too.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Radical
Internet, for your questions. Sorry, I'm bouncing around.
Thanks,
Bottom
Internet.
camp for
Whoa.
us.
Oh no.
Boo.
That's you guys.
Boo, bottom camera.
Time to get beer.
Good job though, top camera. We appreciate you.
Yeah,
Uh,
best camera.
This one right here, he's
Best
my buddy.
Top
Did you
camera,
guys
best
did you
camera.
guys break it over there?
No, I
Are
haven't
you
touched
sure?
it.
Well, did you and Pat break it with your faces?
We're back.
Yeah.
Oh.
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 Top camera.
So, Jake,
TC.
tell us about Rick.
Whatever.
That's the opposite of mine.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm playing
TC.
Cedric Von Brick, also known as Rick the Brick. My guy is a mountain dwarf. He is somewhere in his early 160s, so he's got a bit of life left in him. He is black hair, big bushy black beard, pretty unkempt, kind of just like a wreck of a dwarf. Just kind of floats day to day.
Just got wrecked.
Yeah. So he used to be an adventurer. Until he lost all of his memories and all of his experience fighting a Nihilith. So he had a family, he had a wife and kids, but now he doesn't remember any of them. He doesn't remember any of his life, and people keep coming up to him like, "Dude, you're Rick the Brick," and he's like, "Yeah, I guess." And people just continuously like tell him stories about himself, and now he's just like a regular guy who didn't want to be like an adventurer anymore because he got a bunch of money and stuff like that. But people just keep annoying him and annoying him and annoying him about who he used to be. So he just like, you know what, screw it, fine, I'm leaving. So he just got up and he walked out on his wife and his kids and his responsibilities because he was too angry to, you know, be around all that. And so he went off to join the war because he was just, if he couldn't make a new name for himself, it just wasn't worth doing. So
That's deep.
that's where he is now.
Yeah, Rick as a retired wrestler, that's sort of a pretty good
Exactly.
I was gonna say, he sounds
Yeah,
like a
good
pro
analogy.
wrestler.
Yeah, because they never retire. They always come
Always
back.
there.
Ric
Yeah.
Flair is still wrestling.
Yeah.
And
They always have something.
He is still not a man. He's
No.
still the nature boy.
Yeah. Yeah, he couldn't become...
Jake the Snake.
Oh, thank you.
A lot
That
of
was-
conversation about surfing, like surf the web, so on.
A lot of surf jokes.
Yeah, a couple surf
I enjoy
jokes.
surf and turf.
What's that?
It's steak and also seafood, like lobster.
Oh, that
I got the
sounds
best
nice.
kind of turf if you need
I
it.
thought it was just
No.
like salt water and like grass.
Oh no! Don't eat that.
Surf and turf. That's
No. Yes.
that's-
It's a figure of speech. It's like a food thing.
It's like a meal.
Don't eat grass and seawater.
No, you can
Actually,
you
you
can
could
totally
probably
eat this
eat
type
Oh,
of turf.
and you could probably eat grass.
You know,
Yeah, but
like
don't.
this type of
Gross.
turf, and
It's
I'll
fiber.
open the bag.
Put that away, man. No,
Nah,
no.
you-
We're in a cave, bro.
Yeah,
No time for that. I know.
No,
it's too smelly.
ain't nobody got time for that. Give away our position with that.
Yeah, man.
The high
Um,
fives. Never mind.
All right, let's just keep going.
All
Keep
right.
going louder.
Okay. So, you guys are following the map.
Never happens.
And after a little while, you think you've kind of found the general area.
I think we've kind of found the general area. of
I
where we
agree.
are.
Uncle the Brick.
I'm trusting you. You like maps.
So, the walls
I'll
are
stop calling
crumbling
you that now.
due to lack of maintenance, but the stonework is well fitted and expertly cut.
Definitely dwarven.
What remains of a rusty
many
portcullis is bent
Brick's
out of the
fine.
way, and there's a passage through the wall. A low barrier of stones and boulders has been piled in front of this passage. Furtive voices echo from deeper in the cave. Small, sickly green and
Gross.
pucish orange faces of several goblins peer over this stone wall, and these makeshift crenellations as you approach. The least emaciated one cracks a toothless smile as he locks eyes with each of you in turn. He says, "I am Herringbone, captain of the Warpweft clan. You want to cross into our lands? Give me 10. No, 50. No, 100 gold pieces. Yes, 100 gold pieces." And the rest of the goblins string their short bows and aim them at you.
How far away are they?
They are, let's say, by the time they heard you guys, we'll say they're 30 feet away.
And how many of them are there?
There are this one goblin who seems to be
The boss.
the boss. And here's a question: how would you rank your party? I have my thoughts.
What do you mean?
If
by
you had
rank?
three, if you
Number one.
had weak, strong, or very strong.
Our party?
Yeah, this
Our
current party, of
as a
four.
group.
Yeah, how would you rank yourself?
Oh, we're level 1, so weak.
Yeah.
I mean, you already said
You're the
you-
strongest.
I meant
As a whole,
as a whole.
all of us together as a group.
Yeah, we're pretty weak.
How are we?
Oh,
We're-
yeah.
We're pretty
level one.
strong.
Yeah,
I mean,
we're
I'm
for
okay.
level 1.
Health wise, I'm weak,
Weak.
but like
Weak. I'm taking-
attack wise,
I don't
I
feel
can do
weak.
pretty good.
Look, man. We might not be mechanically strong yet, but as far as like regular people go, we're pretty strong.
Fair.
I feel strong. Not like very strong.
Gotcha. Okay. So you see, there's this one, slightly the not mechanically, for those of you who know, not a goblin boss, but the one in charge. And there are 7 other goblins.
So 8 altogether.
8 total. And you see that there's this one up top, standing there, clearly commanding. And there are 5. Actually, I'm sorry. Well, you wouldn't. I already gave it away. That's fine. There's 5 up there with short bows.
All right.
And you hear the voices of at least 2 others.
And they want 100 gold?
They started at 10, then they went to 50, and then they went to 100 gold pieces for passage. Yes.
What if we give you 2 days of rations?
No, 5 days of rations.
You're doing this backwards, man.
I'm doing it the way they do it, so they think it's right.
Okay.
You do notice, I will tell you, that the kind of goblin with the toothless smile who was talking to you does seem to have. Actually, you know what? Let me rephrase that. Make me perception checks, please.
Oh no.
All of us?
Yeah, sure.
16.
Do you guys have torches? Let me rephrase.
Yeah, I lit
Yeah.
a torch earlier.
Okay.
Sure.
So then, yes. Go ahead, everybody make your perception.
16.
16. 8. Yeah. Level 1.
18.
Oh wow. Okay. So everybody but Rick. You guys can see that there is a significant amount of hair coming out of the ears of this goblin, suggesting that this goblin is a little bit older. And there's more coming from his ears than from his scalp. So let us see what he has to say. So you offered, would you offer 2 or 5 or both?
He said 2, and then I upped it to 5, using their negotiating tactic.
And he says, "No, we have much food. Only gold. 100 gold. Yes, 100 gold pieces. Yes."
What if I could persuade you
You say, "What if I could persuade you?"
Yeah.
Okay.
Into, say, an ounce of gouger leaf.
What's gouger leaf?
It's very rare. This is the best quality you'll ever come across.
Because it's the only quality we'll ever come across.
I can get, well, trust me, in terms of quality, it's the highest. And,
I mean, I guess I have to because I don't know what it is.
And here, and I'll let you try it if you want. You can sample it. I mean, you know, no need to. We can, you know, we have some time. You know, we need to get past, but this is, you know. So if I could offer this to you, I'll give you a little sample so you could try it, see if you like it, and then if you like it, I'll give you the rest of it, and then.
Sounds like a good deal to me.
Yeah. I'll give you half an ounce. That's plenty. That's like a week's worth of rations for your entire crew.
We eat it?
No.
No.
Do not
No.
eat it.
You need to smoke it.
Oh. Do you have smoke things?
We do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Come check it out.
I'll give you one of my special beakers. I have 2 of them. I'll give you an extra one.
He's like, "Okay, you come forward." Yes.
All right,
Alright.
so I'm gonna break
I
out
go
one of the
forward with
beakers. I'm gonna control.
Stay back.
I'm gonna. So watch this. I'm gonna control a little water. You know, put it in the beaker.
From
My
well,
water
from your water
pouch.
skin.
Yep.
Waterbender style.
And
Sure.
I'm just like, and you know, while I'm taking, you know, while I'm going in my pouch and getting a little bit out and packing it up. And all right, here, take this. You might want to sit down. And
He says, okay.
I actually don't have any a lighter on me or anything.
He has a torch.
A torch, yes.
We also have an ember.
Or yeah, so
I can just.
Why
Alright,
why
so-
don't you come up here?
you can ember it or
You should come up
torch
here
it,
too. Come check this out.
and and I'm gonna. Should I roll for persuasion
Okay.
also while I'm doing this?
Sure. Go ahead and make me a persuasion check.
All right.
Can I hold one?
Oh, 12.
He is seemingly enamored by this beaker situation. Do you get them all set up?
Yeah.
You get them all.
I'm gonna
because
torch it.
Okay,
and
you
let
guys
him-
have it. All right.
Let him get the big old rip.
So he says, after he
Easy.
Constitution
coughs a
saving
little
throw.
bit. No,
No.
Not that bad.
He's not that bad. I mean, he's light.
He's a little older.
because he's a little
He's
older,
been around
but he's
the
a little
block.
smaller. And
Never
so he
tried it.
says, "This is good. You give us this and 10 gold pieces."
Wait.
Oh,
Why don't you have the rest of you guys try it first?
And he goes, "Is there enough there? I don't know how much you gave
Yeah.
them."
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, definitely.
So then there's.
There's a week's worth of rations.
So
of it.
everybody's kind of like grouping around.
Yeah.
Alright.
There are. You see that there's 7 plus this guy.
Okay.
Oh, before we go any further, Ember, have you already cast mage armor on yourself today?
Of
Probably
course.
she did when she went before she went.
Before
to
she went
Tasha.
to battle.
Hey, Ember, what
Yeah.
other spells do you have?
That's 1 down.
I know.
Chaos Bolt. Oh well, I can only. No, I can cast 2.
Yeah, but you would have already casted mage armor.
Yeah.
No, I know.
But
But
what?
that means I still have.
But
one
what
left.
other spells do you have?
Firebolt, message, shocking grass, prestidigitation, major armor, chaos bolt.
So no AoE.
No AoE.
Nope.
Alright. So now all these goblins are
All 8 of them.
smoking.
They have
cabbage.
smoked. They've each taken a hit from this.
Okay.
And then he says, yes! 10 gold. This is good. 10 gold pieces. Much from less from 100.
I take a big step backwards.
And he goes,
And I was like, yeah, sure, 10 gold, that's so reasonable.
okay.
Pull out 10 gold.
And he just like, okay, you can pass.
Alright.
And they part like the Red Sea.
Come on, guys.
Alright, so
And
they
we
took
go
that
with
graciously.
I'm tagging along with him.
Let's see.
Just dealing with goblins. We gotta come back.
Yeah.
With the big thing.
And shit, what was his name? What was the goblin's name?
Herringbone of the
Message.
Warcliffe.
You
Herringbone.
wanna kill them?
I'm Wave.
Yeah.
You know, maybe if we
Okay,
run
sounds
into each
good.
other in the future,
He
we
says,
can do more
he
business.
says, this donation and you have safe passage for 1 week.
Oh, yes.
1 week.
Cool.
We will not bother you. And he says,
Make it 10 weeks. No, 100.
He says, no, because I can't speak for the rest of the clan.
Ah.
But this gives you protection from the clan for 1 week. And he says, which is good, because we are large and powerful.
Yeah.
Is there
So large,
anything
so
you can
powerful.
give
Yes.
us that will prove?
Well, it is not just us. Just make that clear.
Is there anything you can give
Okay.
give to
We
us?
are very
that will
large and
prove
powerful.
that?
What?
If we come across any of your clan.
Oh, no, you have donated. We will tell them. Safe passage for
There's
these 4.
How-
The blue guy and the red lady. And then the angry dwarf and the other little guy.
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah. Reddish.
Your eyes are red.
Yeah.
So is your disposition. What? You have a red disposition.
Okay.
It's a compliment.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. Some people.
I think he believes in the zodiac. No,
What does that mean?
I don't know.
What's that? Is
What
that
kind of disposition do you
Is
have?
that like a type of food? Zodiac?
Yeah, it is.
Is it sweet or savory?
No, it's
Sounds like a
actually
disease.
it's salty.
Oh, okay.
So whatever you.
You
consider
also
that.
notice Herringbone has strapped to his hip. All the other 7 have short bows and scimitars. He has 2 scimitars.
Ooh.
And strapped to his belt is this like puppet-looking thing, like a little idol type, almost like a voodoo doll style puppet
All right.
with a noose around its neck, and that's how it's hanging on his belt.
Ah,
What's his name again?
funky.
Herringbone of the Warcliffe clan.
He detects magic.
Yes, detect magic.
That is indeed magic.
Maybe on the way back. I'll say after we're out of hearing.
Okay.
From them.
I'll tell you.
Oh, I could
that's
try and-
magic.
You know what I'm saying? Little.
You break his neck.
Oh no! Just steal it. I was gonna
Oh.
steal it.
Herringbone, before we go, pass
He
it
says
over
this.
so we can seal that deal.
What? Oh yeah, I'll pass it back. And he says, "Does he click often? He's been clicking a lot. Are you okay?"
I just met
Oh,
him
yeah.
today. I think that it's like a tick.
I
Or
well, I got
click.
struck by lightning earlier, so you know we're all having a day.
I don't like it.
I mean, you could just tell me, I'll stop. You don't have to tell him.
No, I don't like it.
No, I'm sorry, I'll stop.
I thought you said it was a tick.
Well, I'm trying. It's the thing I'm doing.
All right. Anyway,
I guess
we're
we're
gonna
gonna
take it back, and then you guys can head on your way.
All right. Have a good day.
Thank you.
So you guys head on. It's another 10 miles before you finally reach the entrance.
Is it
A
so long?
wide fissure in the base of this kind of area leads down actually deep into it. So again, low crumbling walls. Things seem to be, again, well managed, but in a degree of disrepair. You see that kind of the entrance, now that you've come up close to it, there is boulders sort of blocking.
Okay.
They seem to be inexpertly placed, but you don't see any gaps that you could get around. to
Okay.
get in.
Do I feel like I could move one of these boulders?
Are you just going? Are you going to investigate to find out, or are you just going to try to move them?
Yeah, I want to look at them before I
Make
move
an
'em.
investigation check.
I'd also like to investigate.
Sure.
the structure.
Oh, look at that. 19.
Yeah. Okay.
Good for you.
You can think that you can. You identify a couple that you could remove that will not also
Tumble all of them.
And they basically without altering the integrity of the wall. So you can go ahead and make me a strength check.
I'll help you.
All right.
Okay, you guys. Yep.
Strength or athletics?
Strength.
Oh, darn.
Good try.
17.
That is enough. You are able to move enough to provide a hole for you guys to walk through the boulders.
Great job, guys. I'd be lost without your help in this scenario.
I'll help by lubing up the rock walls with the water so it slides a little bit more.
Okay.
I mean, it's rock, so it's probably dusty, so you're probably just making mud.
Yeah, shit.
Now y'all dirty. Press it.
Oh, well, thank you.
No, was there not more to that?
Nope.
Cool.
Oh.
I'm gonna talk to Rick, but like later
Okay.
when we're out of here.
Yep.
I'm talking to Ted. I'm not in character.
Okay.
So you move through
I can't tell.
this tunnel
Fair.
into this sort of main room. So you find yourself in a soaring octagonal room with rows of anvils and benches encircling a forge's wide stone hearth.
Nice.
Metal tubes protrude from the side of the hearth, their ends twisted and bent as if something was ripped from them.
Ooh.
Rails lead from the hearth to a wide lift made of moldering wood. A wet slurping sound from a corner to your right draws your attention. You see what appears to be a stone giant's corpse in the corner.
Oh,
Oozes drape the corpse, quivering as they slowly digest its remaining flesh.
Oh man. What
Gross.
color are these oozes?
Gray.
Gray oozes.
Because you have the torch. I was going to say because you have dark vision.
Yeah.
They're all gray. But no, they are gray.
They're all great.
You see three. There are three distinctly separate oozes consuming this corpse.
I think we should deal with these.
I agree.
I think we should. The ooze?
Yeah.
Nah.
I try and freeze them with the shape water.
But it's oozy. But it's oozy. Usually you just wipe up oozes.
You know what? If you
Nah,
don't,
you
don't do that.
Why don't you light them on fire or
Shape it
something?
at all.
Okay.
It's not watery.
It's not really water because it's a creature.
It's a creature.
I don't believe shape water
It's
says
like a
it
jellyfish.
works on. It would say
Gross.
if it worked on creatures, and I don't believe it does.
I'm pretty sure it only works
so
on.
yeah, you guys want to back up and try and kill it from far away?
Yep.
Sure.
Cool. Ember, I see you have a very nice light crossbow. Can I play with it for a while?
Oh my god.
What do you mean?
Oh my holy Lord.
It's not a euphemism.
No, I know.
Oh.
It just there's something about the way you said that.
Yeah.
Oh. Did I make it weird?
You made it super weird. Man.
Sorry,
I don't-
social
I just met you.
aren't my thing.
Oh.
So
What if I give
now I
you?
don't know.
What if I
What?
give you this dagger as collateral?
I already have.
Oh, can I have the dagger then?
No.
Come on.
Look, lady, are you gonna use that?
No, here, have a crossbow.
Ha ha! Ooh, it's got the thing and the other thing. I'm gonna shoot it.
Go for it.
The ooze, I mean. You guys ready?
Yeah.
Is everybody ready?
On three?
Yeah.
So then
And
roll-
3.
Roll me
Yeah.
for initiative.
There are 20 bolts for the crossbow.
Beans.
1.
15.
5.
Yeah, that's a lot better.
Oz?
11.
Oh shit! With a -2, the oozes.
Go first.
Beat all of us.
Yeah.
Almost.
All right. So Wave, you are up first. You see-
Javelin.
can throw a javelin. All right, so go ahead and make me an attack roll against one of these oozes.
16 plus 3, 19.
Oh yeah, definitely hit.
Plus 3?
Plus 3 for 4 points of damage.
Your attack bonus is plus 5.
Plus 5, that's what I meant to say, so...
Can you do me a favor and just give us a shoot a once over after this?
21.
Yeah.
Thank you.
21 with 4
So,
points
okay,
of
so
damage.
you hit the ooze.
Yeah,
And you did how much?
4 points of damage.
4 points.
Right, Jake?
I don't know.
What'd you roll?
A 1.
Yeah? Cool. 4 points.
Cool. So that's
Numbers.
Numbers, man.
Those are things. Alright, so next up is the oozes.
I'm gonna back up a little bit after I throw it.
I'm gonna say we're at least 30 feet away.
Okay.
Like we started at least 30 feet away.
That's also reasonable.
Move forward, move back.
Next level.
Stab.
So,
okay.
Sometimes?
The
Okay.
oozes all animate and they move slowly towards you. They move 10 feet towards you. They move 20 feet towards you.
Ah! These are the fastest oozes I've ever seen!
They're dashing.
That's their holder. Us.
Alright, I'm gonna back up 20 feet
Okay.
and shoot them with my crossbow.
You say my crossbow.
My
but-
new crossbow. The crossbow I just got. 19 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit. Which one were you shooting?
The same one that Wave shot, or threw his javelin at. And that's gonna do, boop, boop, do, 9 damage.
Okay. 9 damage. Great. Next up is Ember.
Firebolt.
Same one?
Yeah.
Alright, go ahead.
12.
Hits.
Oh, cool.
Oozes, man.
Ooh, they have like an AC or something. Nice!
Is that it?
Yep.
Just that? 9 damage.
Alright, this ooze is resistant to fire.
What?
So it doesn't die.
But I become wreathed in fire.
Yes, you are.
Ah!
There's fire all around her.
That is new! And unsettling.
I think she's evil.
What?
Look. Alright,
Evil?
my turn. I'm gonna take my hand axe, and then I'm going to throw it at that ooze that's been getting hit by everybody.
Okay.
Oh, man, these things are gross. Natural 1.
Do you have a luck?
You have a luck.
I do.
Thank you, Katie or the Ultra African Witch.
Natural 20!
Hey, those are different
Those
numbers!
are very different numbers.
Hand axe is slashing?
Yeah.
Maximum damage.
Yeah!
Nice. 10.
Alright.
Whoop.
You destroy it. You cleave
Whoa.
Ha.
through.
You
This
cleave
is-
it in twain.
Then I draw the greatest sword.
He's done this before.
This thing's heavy. And then I'm gonna stand 26 feet away from the oozes.
Okay.
Like it.
Wave.
Throw another javelin back up 20.
Oh, by the way, here.
Oh, look at that. Alright.
15.
15 will hit. Different ooze, obviously, because the other one's dead.
Right.
Add roll your damage.
4, 5.
5 points. Okay. It is their turn. They are going to move 20 feet. Because that's, let's see, room. They can almost get to you. They're going to move 20 feet.
Yeah, we gotta be backed up against the wall at this point.
Basically, yeah, you're back up against the wall. They can't go though. So Oz, it is your turn.
Alright, I'm gonna shoot him with my crossbow. Boop-a-da-boop.
I'm gonna say that it's a disadvantage because you're basically right up against you.
Oh, well, I guess I'm gonna stab him.
Right, we said you'd pretty much be backed, but you backed up.
You said we'd be against the wall, not they'd be right next to us. I thought you meant that like we couldn't retreat anymore.
Okay.
I
I
misunderstood.
guess. Well,
I mean, the room's only 40 feet,
and they moved 40 feet already.
so they'd have been pretty much knocking on our door.
That's
Yeah,
ooze.
let's say that they're there. Yeah.
Ooze,
Okay.
getting right on you.
That's I don't. Thank you. Thank you.
So you're gonna
Thank you.
stab it? You stab it.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and stab it
Alright, you stab that guy.
Go ahead and try and stab it.
with my short sword.
Did you just assume it's gender?
No, I said it.
Trigger.
To do,
Does
so I don't
an
think it has
11
a
hit?
gender.
It does. Same one that
It's
the
just an
javelin.
asexual blob.
Oh,
Because there's a new one and
other-
he hit a javelin.
Yeah. Other question: are any of these guys within 5 feet of me?
Yeah, Rick backed up.
All right, then I will because it's sneak attack damage.
Alright.
So that
Nice.
is 15 damage.
Alright.
Okay, 15 damage.
Whoa.
As you hit this thing with your short sword, you start to hear sizzling sound, and you look down at it, and it has started to pit It has a -1 to attack and damage rolls.
Okay.
As
And
it is being
then
corroded.
I am going to hug the wall and move 30 feet away, prompting an attack of opportunity from this thing.
Alright, this cunning action
Gross,
is
gross,
level
gross.
2. Alright, so it's going to swing at you with its pseudopod and roll a 5. So that's going to miss.
So I will just hug the wall and go this way until
Alright.
I'm 30 feet away from it.
Alright.
Major armor gives me a plus what? To
Gallery.
3. Ember.
I'm gonna firebolt a different ooze.
Okay. There are 2. So
It's the javelin ooze.
there's one that's taken a fair amount of damage. And
Then
one that
there's the
has...
other one.
The one that I attacked before is dead.
Yes.
I'm gonna attack the javelin one.
Okay. And you attack the same one, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, 8.
Hit.
Damn, oozes, man.
It's nice.
That's 6 dex.
7 fire damage.
Yeah, you... something I didn't talk about at the beginning, but I want to encourage, as much as you guys want to run with this, is descriptive combat.
Alright,
So
awesome.
describe to me when you go and make attacks and things what you do, and then before you roll, what your plan is to do, and then you'll roll, and then we'll play out what happens.
Alright.
Okay.
As comfortable as you want to go or not, and then you can leave it up to me. It's whatever.
Right.
But might as well have some fun with it. Let's
Yeah,
make this
of
about
course.
storytelling.
Cool.
So, Rick, there is one left.
Alright. I see the
You saw the pittedness of the sword.
I got the greatest sword and I'm not willing to risk that. So I'm gonna take the greatest sword and I'm gonna toss it over to the side.
Fair.
And then I'm gonna take out a javelin.
Okay.
And then gonna just plug my nose and stab this thing.
Okay, go ahead and make me an attack roll.
Alright, here we go. 22.
Yeah, that's enough. Sure.
And that'll be for 9 damage.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just gonna like kind of stab it and I'm gonna jiggle around in it. Because you can. You need to. It's like jello, man. You gotta mix it.
Are you going to stay or are you going to move?
Oh no, I'm gonna stay.
Okay, wave is your.
But I'm gonna walk around it so that it's
not
directed at me.
as much as you can tell.
I'm gonna do the same thing, but on the other side of it.
Javelin.
Yes. Oh shit! With a 7.
7 is gonna miss.
Oof.
And-
Ooh!
That's
So I'm
what
just
it's
gonna
hard.
waft.
No, you gotta stab it.
Gotta really thrust into it.
You've been doing this a little bit longer.
Yeah.
It's its turn. It has 1 attack. Let's get a D2. Pat will be 1. Jake will be 2. Pat is 1. We're gonna attack Pat. Sorry, Pat. Maybe. That is 19.
Shit. That'll hit.
AC's only 18. So, Pat, you're gonna take 7 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oof.
Oh, I'm not done.
Oh,
And 7 points of acid damage.
I'm unconscious.
damage?
And you're wearing non-magical metal armor, so it's partially corroded and has a -1 to its AC.
Fuck.
So your AC is now 17 permanently, and it is Oz's turn.
Alright, I'm gonna shoot it with the crossbow.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
First, you're gonna reload the crossbow.
Sure.
I wrote that in permanently.
20
Yeah, you're
something.
good. Yep.
I'm gonna aim for the bit of it that's near wave. Just, that's really all I can do.
It is sneak attack because Rick is next to it.
So that is another 15.
Nice.
Yeah, it.
Nice shot, kid.
Thanks, Rick.
I'm
gonna
go
go over.
one of his healing
I
potions.
was gonna do the same thing.
And I'm gonna tilt his head back and I'm gonna pour it down his throat.
And while he does that, I'm gonna do this on his Adam's apple. I don't know if that actually helps, but I'm gonna do it.
Stop that.
On his.
Yeah, I know. Stop that anyway.
No, it helps swallow.
Oh.
It facilitates the swallow.
It's magic.
What is?
So, like,
Swallowing isn't magic.
directly-
7
So you get your hit points back.
I'm helping. That was helping.
Good shot. That was a good shot. Twice.
Make me a perception check.
Fuck my armor.
Yeah, that's
13.
rough, bro. My sword. too.
You notice with your keen
Shitty.
dwarven eye that in the partially digested, because it's opened, the bag on the giant's corpse are chips of obsidian, which is the chips work out to be about 30 gold pieces.
All right.
Detect magic in the room.
There is no magic in the room.
I'd like to make a just perception around the room.
they all
see
dead?
what's here.
Oh, I missed that. Guidance!
Oh, thanks. Thank you, Pat.
Do you roll the 4 or do I roll the 4?
Doesn't matter.
You can roll it if you want. You want.
I wanna
Go for
roll.
it.
It's gonna be bad, but I want to
It's your guidance. You roll it.
3.
3 and 13 makes 19.
You don't really. The only exit seems to be the lift in the room. Lift is 10 feet by 15 feet. Its boards are soft, but you think that they'd be able to sustain your weight.
Like all of our weight or just mine?
All of your
Okay.
weight. And they can be used to lower yourself with the chain down.
All right. Well,
All right.
he said we were
You
coming
guys ready?
in.
Yeah.
Let's go down.
Let's go do that.
Okay. So,
You gonna make it, Wave?
goes okay.
I'll write it out.
Yeah, cool.
You gonna have another potion? You gonna use your second wind ability?
I don't really know because it's
Are
like
you
not that
lowering
much.
us down?
It's like just
12 for 10 cents. You gonna be here?
yeah
For a little while?
I'll use another potion.
Because
Use
if
your second
so,
wind
we
ability.
will answer. I will get.
I'll use my second wind.
I don't remember the exact dimensions. It's basically 4 by 8.
+1.
It's a little bit more than that, but it's essentially 4 foot by 8 foot.
5, so 6. So up to
Um,
full perfect.
Perfect. Look at that. You look fine.
Yeah.
Don't sweat.
So I can grab a tape measure and get you the exact dimensions, but it is roughly a 4 by 8 sheet of plywood with a little bit extra on the sides, like an extra 4 inches. So,
I'm pulling the chain, pulling us down to the next level.
He's lowering us down.
So yeah, Rick.
Oh wait, I'll just grab the other side of the chain and pull it.
Mr.
You
Brick.
got your big
oh,
sword.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, the greatest sword I got.
Let's see. Hang on.
I'm gonna call him Mr. Brick.
Mr. Von Brick.
But it's easier to say Mr. Brick. Okay, Mr. Von Brick.
I was mistaken. I forgot to say, because you guys came in through like a busted up way.
Yeah.
There is the main entrance the main entrance to the room, as well. You have 2 options to leave, or the lift. My mistake.
Okay.
So you could take the tunnel basically out, or you could take the lift.
You guys think it's weird that there's a stone giant in this room?
Yeah.
No,
Never
Okay.
seen anything like that before in my life.
I mean, I haven't either, but
Like, are there usually stone giants in these tunnels?
there's some stone giants.
All right.
Well, I mean, we're surrounded by
But what's the other exit?
It's a tunnel.
Oh, okay.
It seems to spiral down where
Right.
there's the lift. You have the option of the 2.
All right, but we were guided to the
Yeah.
left, so
That's fair.
So yeah, Rick, I was just saying. Yeah, my parents told me about everything with your brain, and
yeah.
I was looking for, just I wanted to start over, and from all the stories I heard, so did you. Figured maybe we could team up.
All right, man. Well, you came to the defense of my people, and I appreciate that.
No problem. And I promise never to call you Uncle the Brick again.
Thank you. Yeah.
Just Rick, right? That's what
Rick's
you prefer?
fine. Cedric.
Mr.
Zed?
Von Brick.
Yeah, sure.
Alright, just go Rick then. You seem to like Rick best.
Rick works.
Rick. Alright.
All right. So you guys descend via the
Yeah,
lift
definitely not said.
Definitely. Okay,
into
right.
the mine.
Steady. I said that out.
The mine ceilings are approximately 10 feet high.
All right.
Complete darkness. There are unlit sconces on the walls at regular intervals that you could choose to light if you want.
Oh.
Alright.
Prestidigitation.
Oh, I can start fires first?
You can start fires as a phoenix sorcerer. That's one of your first level
But it said
abilities.
to touch.
And put them out.
Oh, you mean to touch them?
Yes,
I
but
see.
prestidigitation
Yeah, but I can just-
starts
10 feet.
fires.
But I think prestidigitation has to be like something that accepts fire readily.
Like a sconce.
Like a sconce.
It's like a sconce, but with her ability, it's anything that's flammable.
You hurl oh wait, wrong thing.
That's firebolt.
Yep. You instantaneously light or snuff out a candle, a torch, or a small campfire.
Yeah. So it's
Counts
it's
as a torch.
specific.
It's a
Whereas, well, yeah, but I'm just saying
Yeah.
that
In general.
your ability is better because you can light
Anything.
anything, flammable.
Oh,
Yeah.
look, you're wearing clothes.
Not for long.
Dub,
Oh, you could use that pickup line.
What?
Oh no, that's the wrong pickup line. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I like switching my brain. There's the old pickup line. let's get you out of those wet clothes.
Yeah.
But like you could do it with in my brain, it was like let's
You
get
could
you out
do
of
that
those
pickup
being
line.
on
It's
fire
been done.
clothes. It was bad. I messed
It'll
up.
work.
Like
Yeah.
something about you being hot.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
there's something there.
There's something there.
There's something there. We're just gonna work on it.
It wasn't ready when I talked. I
You
shouldn't
jumped
talk.
the gun.
I shouldn't talk. I'm gonna stop talking.
All right. Yeah,
Cool.
maybe.
Then I'm gonna start again.
Oh, thanks, Dad.
So you guys occasionally, as you're moving around and inspecting this area, you hear the fluttering of wings or the light scratching sounds. Potentially bats or rats. You're not really sure.
Rats or rats. Maybe cats.
In hats.
No, that's ridiculous.
That is dumb.
What is wrong with these people?
Do you guys think I should light my bullseye lantern?
Sure,
We can,
yeah.
like, see things?
I mean, yeah, if you should be able to see things. She's lighting the sconces, though, so.
Oh, okay, yeah, sconce. We'll do sconce.
So you could do, I'm not against you using your lantern.
We'll do sconces for now. I might do the lantern.
The floors are straight and even, with the cart track running along the floor.
Is there a cart?
Not that you see at the moment. Orderly piles of stone and iron ore are stacked along the walls. There seem to have been a mine at some point.
Cool.
So basically, the mine is pretty vast. This was active, obviously, back in the day. It's a ways off, but it is what it is. How long do you guys, just as a general plan, to kind of inspect the general area of the mine, become familiar with what's going on? How long would you take? Any particular amount of time?
You guys want to take an hour?
Sure.
Yeah.
Just kind
Take a short rest, maybe?
yeah.
Okay. Sure. So you guys can go ahead and just basically get a good idea of what, how sound travels and things in here, figure out, movement for the greatest swords,
Right.
hit the ceilings and things of that nature. Yeah, you guys can get a short rest if you want. You need to short rest, heal it all.
I'm good.
I think you guys do. You have one. I was like waiting for more, and I remember there's only one hit die, so it doesn't take that long.
Nope.
Yeah.
All right, there we go.
I should use second one.
So
So that's
with the
second
mine,
one.
there's I want to take some of the iron ingots.
Okay. How many?
Pop 'em. How much do they weigh each?
Let's say 5 pounds.
Yeah, I'm just gonna take 4 then. Just have
Okay.
or I'll take 5 because that just feels better. You never know when it could come in handy.
Fair.
Also, bring them back, kind of as proof if everything else doesn't work out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's my plan. Also,
Alright.
I could use these. I'm a smith.
Oh.
Yeah,
My
That's
armor
awesome.
could use a little fixing.
Roll me a d20.
can't do anything
Jake.
right now. I mean, I'll look at your armor. 7.
Cool. So, after familiarizing yourself with the features in the mine, the main artery of the mine stretches east into the gloom.
Okay.
The rails of a cart track are mere ripples in the thick coating of dust that blankets the Arrow Straight corridor. You can just barely make out a mine cart stopped on the track further up ahead. A workside tunnel branches off to the north, while a smooth side, perfectly cylindrical tunnel is bored into the southern wall a few feet off the ground. Decaying dwarf corpses, dwarf and I guess what we're going to say, goblin corpses, picked clean of any metal that have been carried, are piled along the sides of the tunnel. You notice large clumps of blue cap mushrooms blooming from the remains.
Blue cap's poisonous?
I'm gonna do a thing there.
Sure.
For find plants. Is that identify?
Make me a nature check.
All right, so
Proficient in nature?
yes,
Oh, you are.
yes. I don't know what number that is. That's not even a thing.
It's your wisdom mod plus your proficiency bonus.
Yeah, which is it's a 6, so 25.
What? No, it's not a 6.
I was wrong.
Intelligence.
Oh, intelligence.
I
Yeah.
just spoke.
So
It's a 3.
3. So 22.
Still enough. You know that they are edible once they're ground into flour.
All right, I'm gonna pick.
You're gonna pick them off of those corpses. That's gross.
I'll put on.
You
my
notice too,
herbalism gloves
as
so-
you're going over to do that, that a lot of them have been picked already.
Recently,
Hard to say.
but at some point,
They're
Okay,
they're
so-
mushrooms.
this big circular tunnel that's a few feet off the ground. what does that mean to me?
How many
as a
blue
dwarf?
caps do I get?
How many blue caps? D8.
4.
4 blue caps. Make me a perception check.
What guided?
Oh yeah,
Sure.
I'm being guided.
Gee, thanks.
4.
16.
Okay. Let me
See how it is, Jake.
What?
Getting all the guidance.
Is this about
I'm
rocks?
sorry. I told you. Anytime there's a situation, I'll usually forget about
Is
it.
it
hear
stone
something,
cutting?
Is it stone cutting?
The history
Oh,
check
hear
about
something?
rocks and stuff?
What?
What?
Yeah, I hear something.
How does help? Can I help them?
If you're proficient in the thing. I think that's what Ted
What is
said.
it? History?
No, just
Rocks.
making. Right now, well, that would be, but we're not making a history check here.
Okay.
'Cause it was
So,
history. Help you.
what it means, I don't think you're entirely sure, but it does smell of rotten meat. You smell that wafting towards you from the end of that cylindrical tunnel.
Okay.
You also notice in the side tunnel, not the, because there was a, let's see, piles of tools in this
Okay.
nearby side tunnel with the metal heads of the tools removed. So it's just the handles.
Okay, something's taking on the metal here.
And piling up the bodies.
We should explore this side tunnel quick
Alright.
before we go further. I'm
Rick?
not sure about that circular tunnel.
Rick, I'll follow your lead.
It smells like death.
Oh. I'm generally against death. Mine specifically.
That's fair.
And your guys too. You seem okay.
Sounds almost non-committal.
Okay, so you gotta follow the side tunnel.
Almost non-committal means committal.
Yeah, we're gonna go down the
Still
side
committal.
Side tunnel.
Okay, you follow the tunnel for some time. Eventually, the tunnel narrows, and you notice the excavated walls give way to natural striated formations.
Makes sense.
Pass a slight bend and see the floor ahead of you has collapsed. A slope of loose stone and gravel pours into a fallen stretch of tunnel. The collapsed section is canted at an angle. A nearly vertical wall, 12 feet in height, marks where the tunnel floor sheared when it collapsed. The tunnel continues for a few hundred feet beyond the shearing point before turning sharply. You hear the sound of low chanting coming from beyond the bend.
Can we hear what the chanting, like what language it's in?
Detect the language. I agree.
Like, can we understand what they're saying?
Cast detect language. Let me see here.
Not everything has to be a spell.
I don't even know how to do any spells. Like, I don't.
That's good.
No, I'm just going to tell you that it's
Keeps
too,
you strong.
too far.
We're dexterous.
Wait,
Um,
you have something against spells?
I got something about him against laughing, flaming people.
Oh, this is awkward. This is more awkward than when I
Lady,
called him Uncle
How come?
Rick.
How come you didn't tell us? Like, oh, hey, by the way, if we're fighting, I might just catch on fire.
It just happens sometimes.
I know,
don't
but
really know how.
if we're gonna be here together, like, you can't just catch on. Look, you can catch on fire, but you can't just catch on fire without telling us that you might.
A little insecure about
All right, well, it's okay because
Right.
nobody
You want to
cares.
see a trick, Rick?
No.
That is Oz in game.
Shut up! Shut up!
Sorry.
All right, never mind. We can't.
All right,
We're going
well,
back.
Just, I catch on fire sometimes.
Okay, cool. Thank you for your honesty. I
And
appreciate
I
that.
tend to cackle when it happens.
I
It's involuntary.
look. Did the chanting stop when he burst out laughing?
You said a
Oh,
really
you
funny
just
joke.
pulled a Pippin.
That was not a joke.
Yeah.
You done
it's
just
funny.
pulled a Pippin.
No, he said, "Do you want to
So
see?"
it
I
was
said,
like
"No,
your
I didn't
dreams.
want to see
It's
it."
funny.
All right.
It was good. It was
Adventurer
well
lesson number 1. Don't just burst out laughing.
Yeah, it's fair.
That-
This is my-
it
this is
applies
my
to
first
both of
time.
you. Both of you. Just
Well, it's in the middle of combat, and it's involuntary.
all right. Rule number 1 for you.
Yeah.
You can't just burst out laughing when we're trying to be sneaky.
All right.
All right.
Hey, do you want me to go over there all sneaky like?
Did the chanting stop?
And were we able to detect it?
Sorry.
No?
The
Okay.
chanting, it seems, for whatever reason, to still be going.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Just go check it out.
Give me a cross there.
All right.
How far is it?
The collapse
12.
section is 12 feet in height, where it's sheared off. The tunnel continues for a few hundred feet beyond before turning right.
Come on, let's go down.
Or sharp turn.
We'll boost you up.
All right.
All right. So we go over to the 12-foot wall,
Mhm.
and I'm gonna push him up there.
Okay, as you guys are going, what's everybody's passive perception?
13.
12.
No, how do I figure that out?
10 plus
10
your
plus your
perception.
perception.
Oh, that's a 16.
13.
Yeah, 16. Come on, man. It's
What'd
good.
you say?
13.
16.
Everybody, you guys are like, oh, you start to hear, like,
Wings.
and you look up, and descending from the ceiling
Mm-hmm.
in the darkness are 10 of these giant mosquitoes.
Ah.
Gross!
No.
8.
14.
14 for Rick. Would you have 8 for
Yep.
Wade?
13.
13. Where am I going? I don't even know which way.
Rick
I'm
had
going.
14.
Amber had 13?
Yes.
On the back.
14.
14. Wait, Rick, you had 14 too?
Yeah. What's your dex? What's your
20.
Yeah, so, yeah, I guess you'd probably go before me. Maybe. Whatever.
Potentially.
Yeah. Every time we're the same initiative, you'll go before me.
Alright. That sounds like a deal, Rick.
Okay,
Just a
so
little
the
slow
Sturges
on
all
the feet,
go
a little
first.
flat-footed.
Shit.
Because,
Pretty bulky. I'm carrying a lot of muscle and that big sword.
Fuck.
Ha! The greatest sword.
They're so ugly looking.
Gross.
The biggest sword I've ever seen.
Rick does sound a little like Batman.
What's your, what's your max health?
15.
Oh, nice.
Yes, it's not
So,
awful.
they basically all seem to target you
Oh, great.
because you're not wearing armor of any kind.
That's fair.
Actually, you're not
I'm
either.
not either.
They're gonna
Not
split
mad.
5 and 5.
I got magic armor.
Well,
That they can't see that though. So 5 on you, and 5 on you.
No.
that's bad news.
No.
Let's just get a couple extra dice. Here we go. Look at that.
How about,
5
how about,
dice.
how about no?
Die right here.
Yep.
Some fucking Sturges.
Oh no.
Yep, here we go.
Yeah.
Dead.
And this is how we all. This is how we die.
What's your AC?
13.
Okay. So.
Break the break now.
There's only one way to go out.
Sturges.
Stung by Sturges. Alright, so you are going to take. Let's see. Let's start with the non-crits. So.
The first 4 hits.
First 3 hits. 2 crits.
2 crits?
5.
3 hits and 2 crits.
Oh, fuck. And we're back.
With new characters.
Well,
For
12
1 week.
piercing damage.
Alright. I didn't get to rage. And then the crits, so I'm unconscious.
They are all attached to you.
Great.
emotionally or?
No, with their proboscises.
It's like in
Probosci.
Starship.
Yeah.
Another 4 points.
Alright, I'm unconscious.
Didn't do anything.
And then the last one.
As a failed death saving throw.
Alright. Isn't it 2?
I'm gonna say it's just 1 because it's all at once,
Alright.
simultaneously. Your turn.
Oh boy.
What's your armor class?
15.
Oh, look at that.
It's 3 misses.
But you only have... Yeah.
So, you know.
9 damage.
And I'm unconscious.
And you are attached.
Just
Awesome.
run away.
Strong party.
Weak party. We are at level 1.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna pull out my short sword and a dagger
You're
and
gonna disengage and run away?
attack 2 of them.
Go ahead and roll your attack.
Fuck it, man. They're attached.
They're stuck in them.
They're
with
stuck
their
in them.
noses.
Running
Like-
won't
like-
help.
It's like a
Like,
mosquito.
we can
when
run for
mosquito-
our lives.
Right. Gotcha.
Mosquitoes are.
Oof. A 10. Is that it?
No,
No. And a 24.
that hits.
Fuck.
Wait, was it an actual play?
Oh no.
Oh, never mind.
Oh.
So One of them takes 9 damage.
Wouldn't it take the sneak at the end? Oh, that's good.
It
Would it
blows
take-
up.
How many of them are there? now?
Explode.
Nine.
Now there's 9.
Rick,
I did the best I
make
could.
the saving throw, please.
3.
2 fails. Woo!
Wait, what?
He failed once because he got attacked.
Oh, okay.
So that's 2 failures. Ember, that saving throw, please.
11.
That's a pass.
Woo!
Wave.
I'm gonna take out one of my blue smoke grenades.
I realize I get reminded that they are attached physically.
So they're
5
not
on
gonna
Rick
miss us.
and 2 on her.
They're just gonna keep
Which one did you
attacking
attack?
guys, basically.
It'd be 1 on you.
They're gonna suck.
So it's
blood
gonna
out.
immediately
Attack the one on
do-
her.
Potentially.
Okay.
There's only 2 on her.
I will remind
Role
you.
playing.
Okay.
This character
Yeah,
likes
he
you.
would go after
All right.
you.
So then
Fair.
I'm just gonna fucking swing at one of them with my longsword.
Okay. You also have access to everybody's healing potions as well as options. Not that that'll technically help that much, but that's something to think about.
Right, because I wouldn't want to give them healing potions if they have sturges in them, because they're just gonna get their blood sucked anyway.
Fair. So you're gonna attack one of the ones on him.
Yeah.
Cool.
Plus 5, that's 12.
That's gonna miss.
Fuck!
Alright, that's that.
Wow.
This was fun.
Well, that is a quick
All right.
game.
So,
So
see you guys next week with a new party.
So
Sturgis.
Fuck.
Takes me a while to come up with backstories, man.
I was so invested.
10 is a lot.
You and I are fine so far.
Although, sorry, it's the Sturgis turn. Let's find out.
That's for not healing. No, I'm kidding. Fire dragon.
No.
That's what you get for not taking absorb elements.
Mm.
The Sturgis all took absorb
Oh.
blood.
So,
Yeah.
no, I'm just looking at it. Doesn't technically attack,
Okay.
so therefore it cannot crit
Ah,
on its moves.
okay.
So that doesn't work.
Alright.
So,
Oh.
so it can't deal double death
Okay.
saves, but you still have
The 2.
the 2 failures.
Alright, well that's good.
So, you're going to take 2 failed death saving throws. As you have been sucked on twice.
2 failed ones?
Because there's 2 on you.
Anything I can do about? Oh wait. No.
Yeah?
Don't
No?
have it. It's nothing.
Cool. Good story.
Yep.
And actually, 2 on you will detach because they're full. You can only absorb so much HP and then they get full. So they let go of you. And your guys.
Blood trickles. Wherever they detached from.
Not much though.
No.
Because you don't have that much blood left.
Nope.
So all of your guys are also full.
Ah, that's fair.
But unfortunately taking
Die.
damage.
What? No!
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
dead.
he's dead. Unfortunately. Unless the chat decides to come in with a save of some
Now,
kind,
I'm dead.
which is an
Chat!
option that they might be able
Do
to
it!
So,
We just started.
Yep.
yeah.
Do you at least have another character on
150
hand?
years.
No, I don't.
150.
I'll come up
Okay.
with a new character
We'll
quick
figure
though.
something out.
Okay.
So,
It's rough.
Toss.
Just wipe your memory clean.
Yeah.
I go. I'll feed a healing potion to Ember.
Okay. She wakes up. You fed a healing potion to him, it reset all of his death saving throws.
Yeah.
Be
But I
fair.
thought he was going to get hit.
He
with
would've.
Each one of those Sturges is a
He-
fail.
But if he's conscious, he doesn't
You're at
fail.
full
Would you have done that had you actually known the rules of the game?
Yeah.
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 No, I'll
No, it's too late. He attacked.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I thought he would have just died anyway if I.
No, I mean if you would have healed him, he would have
Got
reset
that
all of
health
his.
back.
He would have had whatever you rolled.
Because he's got what 4 in him?
He had 5 in him.
5.
But
4. I killed one.
Oh yeah, that's right. Only 4. So it would have been you would have healed him up 2d4 plus 2, and then he would have taken 2 hits.
Right.
And then 2 fail. So he actually could not. He would not have died.
But maybe, depending on what I rolled next.
That's true, but
It'd have been a 1.
-2.
I think
no, it would have been a pass.
So it's alright.
But like,
We moved past it.
It's fine. We'll get to that in a second. So, Ember, you're conscious. They've all left. They're all flying away slowly because they're fat, full of blood. What would you like to do?
Burn those motherfuckers.
I'm gonna firebolt one of them.
Okay.
15? 50.
Yeah, 15 will hit.
3.
That's enough. I only have 2 HP.
Oh wow.
Wave.
Javelin.
Okay.
Where is it?
Oh, cackle, cackle, cackle. I missed it.
Oh, natural
So
one.
I don't actually cackle, I just say cackle.
Natural 1.
You go over to Rick and you shocking grasp.
Will that work?
Just try it.
You're using
You have to
as you do this with your sword.
Javelin.
Your javelin. I'm sorry. You get a cramp.
Do I have to
Oh,
wait till
no.
my
You
turn?
have a minus a D4 on your next attack roll
Oh,
with a piercing with a ranged weapon.
okay.
Yeah.
Claire!
So
Anything?
yes, because the chat ponied up 6,000 flint bucks to get Rick a fairy, and it's only fitting that on the first episode of the new campaign,
Die for real.
it happens just like the first episode of the
Know
old
your
campaign
role.
that Shocking Grass brought Jake back to life. The only character who stayed exactly the same from start to finish was the one who actually died in the first episode. So,
So.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
you're back.
It worked! I didn't think that was gonna happen!
She's on fire.
You wake up to see these big old eyes and just fire.
Shape,
worked!
shape water, I'm gonna put her out. Splash.
That
was the trick.
You.
That was the trick.
And they continue to
And then
flutter
I'll
away.
I
attract
shoot
all the
one with
water so you're not
crossbow.
soaking wet
Right.
either. See?
With a
I told you.
17.
Cool
yeah.
trick, right?
I'm
And
gonna
I
use
can't do
my
less than
touch fire and
6.
I'm gonna steam you.
Water. Water.
Oh my god, children, stop it. One of us just
Water.
died.
It's okay, I brought it back.
A lot of people have just died. If you
You
haven't
see that?
noticed.
That is a first game only thing, by the way.
No, I know.
That only happens in the first episode of every
Listen,
campaign.
if you ever
when
do that
Jake
again,
dies.
I'll
Phoenix
stab you.
powers, man.
That's fair.
I just met you today.
Phoenix powers. Bring people
Don't
back to
splash
life.
water in
Yeah.
my face.
That's
That's
fair.
rude as shit.
It is. Been
This
through a lot.
guy.
I'm sorry.
We can go through a lot more, okay? Stop it.
I'm steaming it so that
Stop.
you're dry.
Stop, both of you. Children, stop it. We almost died, okay? Let's get, calm your
So
shit.
close. Oh well.
You alright?
Yeah.
Hey,
Fine.
You alright?
Yeah, fine. Why?
You need help?
No.
Your potions.
Nah, yeah, I have potions.
Potions set up.
I'm good. I'm good. Alright, we're fine. Alright, let's do our best to keep our eyes out for these sorts of things in the future.
Alright.
Alright.
In your defense, you had your eyes up completely and saw them. They just rolled really good on initiative.
And we all rolled like.
If only I could have ranged first.
That would have made a lot of difference.
Yeah, the whole
All of the
difference.
Yeah.
Would
The
have been like
greatest sword stays sheathed forever.
yeah,
The
greatest sword.
Not just a crate.
No, it's the
You
greatest.
guys can
sword.
all make me perception checks or investigation checks.
Oh no, they're coming back.
Info.
17 perception.
14.
Gardens!
23 perception.
Okay. You guys search around the area.
Oh, guidance?
That's fine. You find
I rolled low enough.
what do I want to make this? 'Cause I need to change up my.
I would have been 2, so 21.
Let's You check before I add an OP creature. I gotta keep myself amused. Oh, nope. Nope, I ain't doing that.
Nope, keep going.
Just something a little bit
More reasonable.
First level, Ted. First level.
Something a little bit more reasonable here.
Challenge rating half.
-2.
That's not a thing.
It could be.
It's not.
It could be.
No, it can't. It can't be a negative challenge rating.
I'm your guy's enemy.
That means, yeah. like a healer, I guess?
What a negative challenge.
Oh man, I actually feel less experienced after dealing with this.
I feel dumber from watching him.
He ran up, shouted he was our enemy, and then killed himself.
It was such a strange
Some
experience.
sort of weird Tibetan monk, I don't know. Douses himself with gasoline and then stands next
Ready.
to you.
God. Did it hit you?
Yes.
Okay.
Does fire damage?
Yeah.
It's a melee technique. For the flames of
Flagathon.
Fleming.
The Flagathon, the river.
Flagathon. Nailed
Why
it.
are you making weird noise? It's just the Flagathon.
The Flemathon.
It's a different thing. It's a
Yeah.
marathon with phlegm.
Yeah.
Nobody likes that.
No.
Flamigos.
I'm not talking to you
Did I
anymore.
nail it? Did I get it?
No.
You'll
Crushed
see,
it.
there it is again.
No.
Don't want that. Nope.
Nope.
Don't want that.
You guys meet a cool dragon. That's it. He hangs out with you for a little while and that's
His
his
name is
get
Clyde.
No, his
Fairy
name
dragon.
is what is?
Parthenax.
No.
Ferdinand?
Yeah, Ferdinand.
Not
I'm
be
saying it.
Ferdinand.
Why not?
Because he deserves better than us.
Fair.
Whoa, hey. That's true.
Yeah. Okay. The bugbear.
Alright.
See a
You
bugbear?
see a bugbear corpse.
Oh.
I guess if you guys want to make a medicine check.
Sure. I know some things about medicine.
I know.
Oh, guidance yourself before you
I'm
do this.
going to.
Guidance Pat before he does this.
Yeah.
Don't guidance yourself.
4.
So that's going to be 22.
It looks like it's been drained of all its blood.
It's been drained of all its blood.
It
Nice,
does
guys.
have on its body though 2 blue cat mushrooms,
Nice.
a full water skin,
Mm.
a small onyx statuette of a spider
Ooh.
worth 25 gold pieces.
I'll take that.
Okay. You have that.
Rick, I have an idea.
Okay.
I have this bag of blood.
Yeah.
Don't ask why.
Why?
Ah, I didn't tell you not to ask. Well, sometimes you steal a bag of blood. So I want you to hold this, and then if they come back, just
How old is it?
bag of blood, and maybe they'll attack that, not you.
How old is this bag?
Okay.
How old are you?
19.
All right, good talk.
That's right.
Oh.
So yeah, maybe they would attack that instead.
Alright, yeah.
I mean, you always got to carry
Maybe-
around a bag of blood.
Maybe it was this bag of blood that drew them in the first place.
Maybe it was that bag of blood.
No, it's probably your random 2 bags of blood.
But they're sealed. I feel like
No. We are sealed. These are bags. Sealed how? What is this bag of blood? What is the bag made out of?
I'm not 100% sure. I don't remember what the trinket is. I got it like 5 months ago.
You've
Oh,
been
so it's
carrying
5
around
months old blood.
5-month-old bag of blood.
No.
Wouldn't it be all like
Yeah.
congealed and gross?
Where did you steal this from?
It was actually under a carriage.
Okay.
Who's
Just a ba- I
How do you
don't
know it's blood? Did you open it?
Well, like, yeah, you don't
You
steal a
broke
bag.
the
You don't know what's
seal?
inside.
So it's not sealed. You broke the seal.
I resealed it. I had a friend reseal it.
This is definitely not good anymore.
What do you mean?
It's-
What do you mean by good?
Whatever it was before, it's
It's
not
blood,
good.
it's
What
blood.
are your
It's
purposes?
a bag of blood.
I
for the
open it
blood?
up. What is it?
Blood.
Bag
Is
of
it-
blood.
Is it gross?
It's coagulated.
Yeah. I'm gonna decline this gift.
It's not a gift. It's a loan. Those are my bags of blood.
I'm not paying you interest on these.
Well, no, I was just to see if they. I just trying to help. I'm just trying to help.
All right, how about you hold the bags of blood
Well, the Sturges didn't attack me.
for the next time they
I
come?
don't think the Sturges are gonna want that blood. They'll probably want the warm blood.
Oh,
All right.
you know
In
what?
our body.
I grab him,
This is a good point.
and I'm
It's
gonna.
not worth
I'm gonna
trying.
throw him
I can
up
heat it up.
the wall.
I'm
Okay.
going up the wall.
Grab the
But
top.
I don't say that.
Grab the top.
The corridor bends sharply to the right before widening. That's
Alright.
what you can see.
Is there light coming from there?
No. I'm sorry. Yes, there is.
All right, cool. I am going to stealth up and peer around the corner.
Go ahead and do that.
Anybody else sneaky?
Guidance. Oh, might not need it.
That's too late.
Too late for the guidance.
Because he's up above us.
26.
So pretty good anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's pretty good. Yeah.
Expertise.
In Pat and Thieves tools.
That makes sense.
Oh, wait. And what? Expertise in what?
And stuff.
You're so sneaky.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
am
So
not
you
sneaky.
sneak up, and you can see that this continues ahead, and the tracks
Literally.
are on the floor.
Mm-hmm.
0.
And you can see that there is a
It's so
crack
hard to put a number on
in the
sneakiness.
wall,
Mhm.
and that's where the glow
Okay.
is coming from, and the chanting as well. So you can see in here, because of the glow of the firelight,
Mm-hmm.
this is a circular cavern, 40 feet in diameter. Water drips off clusters of stalactites hanging from the ceiling to fall on the caps of towering tree-like mushrooms sprouting from the center of the cavern. Narrow paths lined with various smaller mushrooms hug the circumference of the cavern and lead to a fissure on the far side. Chanting and the glow of firelight emanate from within the fissure, but it is a sharp turn which prevents you from really seeing
Okay.
what's in
Since
there.
I'm closer, can I hear the chanting and try and discern if it's a language I know?
Sure. What languages do you know?
Common, Halfling, Gnome, and Draconic.
It is not a language you know.
Okay.
It's guttural, though, and mostly consonants.
Okay.
Are you nature-y?
Nope.
Cool, then never mind.
I'm city.
I'm a little nature.
I do
You're not there, though.
know poisony things.
True.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
And you can see it's hard to get into, but you can hear that. But the minecart tracks continue onward.
Okay. I'm gonna go back and relay that to these guys. I'm not gonna jump down. I'm just gonna put my head down.
Hey.
Alright, so the chanting, there's like a little crack, and then there's firelight, but there's a sharp turn, so I couldn't see what's going on in there. And there's like big mushrooms, like trees, and then the tunnel goes past it with the minecart tracks.
Did you know what language?
No,
Alright, so we wouldn't need to go into the room with these chanting guys to get
not
past them.
necessarily. We can just walk right
you
back.
could pretty much go right by.
Alright.
So let's just do that.
I mean, I want to see what it is.
Alright.
Alright, well, I mean, we could probably fit through the crevice.
Yeah.
But there's light coming from it, so sneaking
It's going to be harder.
I was gonna say probably impossible. I mean, I could try it.
Well, maybe they just won't notice you if they're busy chanting. Anyway,
I'm very small.
maybe when we get closer, somebody else will be able to
Alright.
tell what language it is.
Cool. You guys want me to like drop a rope or something?
Yeah, man.
Just say it's easy enough for you guys to.
Alright,
it's
we'll
not
just
too
amble up.
difficult. You can amble up easily. So you guys all get up there. Then you're up there. What do you do?
Alright, we're going to move up to where he was before.
Stealth checks.
Alright.
Oh no. Guidance
Good, good.
on myself.
You have disadvantage. Chain.
No.
Cool.
Good. 21.
Do you give these guys guidance as well?
Can I do it? Then yes.
22 for me.
Pat gets a 4.
13.
Jake also gets a 4.
6.
Oh wow. Oh gee, wow.
Mm.
Wait, what did you roll?
2.
No.
Yeah.
You guys.
It's a bummer, man.
It's a little scrambling to get up there. Some rocks. tumble down. And yeah, you guys can get closer. The chanting's still going on. You're not sure how far away it is. It's a little echoey.
Right.
What languages does everybody here speak?
Common Dwarvish. That's it.
Fair.
Common, Celestial, Elven.
Common, Primordial, and Dwarven.
No, nobody speaks this language.
Was it orc?
No.
Oh, okay.
Goblin.
Was it Goblin?
Well, you guys don't know that.
No, we don't.
Is it Goblin?
Yes. Alright. Can
It
we
is
see?
annoying how stupid that is and how much it works.
What?
We hated it for so long, and then we're like, it's kind
Kind of makes sense.
of not bad.
Not the worst idea. All right.
It's just
Are there
associated with
shadows
the
on the
worst
wall
people.
that we can see?
Who's it
It's
associated?
it's like
Well, we can
switchback
come up with a
Okay.
new thing.
shop, and you can see that the cart very easily continues out.
All right. All right. Yeah. Just go look. Go see what it is.
Go sneak.
All right, hit me up. All right, I'm going to sneak. Guidance me, please.
2.
18, 27.
Okay. So you sneak out
So sneaky.
through that hole in the wall, and you hear somebody yell out how sneaky you are.
No, I messaged it in his brain.
And then I shushed back.
You're
in
so
my...
sneaky.
Get out of my brain.
If he's that sneaky, you wouldn't know that he was there.
In
He was
your
being sneaky.
head.
But we knew he was going forward, so I knew he was being
In
sneaky.
your head.
And the fact that I didn't hear him going forward means that he's super sneaky.
Maybe. So you sneak into this room, and
That's usually what he does when he goes to Easter.
Oh, that's just the lead singer of the Cranberries. Just yeah.
That's fair. Maybe it's Easter. So I said maybe Easter.
well, you guys almost got killed, or you did get killed.
I did.
Sturges in the deep.
Sturges in the deep.
Like Riddle? No, that's Riddles in the Dark. Last I thought it was.
Here I
Riddles
was
in the
on the
Deep.
same. That's fine.
You knew what I was going for.
I did.
Alright.
So you see these large mushrooms on the right. You aren't naturey, so I'm not gonna give you a check.
Huh?
Big. They are blue.
Cool.
They seem different though than the ones you saw before. There are other mushrooms of a different variety in the middle. And then if you continue around to the left, you can see that a passageway continues on.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you palming your D-pad?
It's fun.
Okay.
You hear this chanting in a language you don't understand.
It's not that?
You hear. You can make me a perception check though.
Cool. Perceive well.
No, 10.
Definitely goblin voice, like the language is goblin. Hard to discern how many, but there are a bunch.
Yeah, bunch of goblins.
You need an AOE spell.
Yeah, no. Next time.
Well, she only learns 2 at first level, and 1 was mage armor. So,
Yeah.
like, should go AOE or like good damage on a single target.
AOE.
She didn't do that.
So
Cast bolt.
Just good damage on a single target.
Yeah.
And also just seemed like fun.
So do you continue to sneak
I
ahead?
want to try it.
Okay.
But next time I get new spells. Getting it.
So you shimmy through a narrow fissure and enter a small, irregularly shaped cavern. Piles of old wood and chips of mushroom stems act as communal beds, while a campfire burns beside a stand of fungus of various sizes. Further inside the cavern, you see a curious sight. 14 bugbears, some very young, others very old, kneel prostrate before a crude model of the dwarves' ford carved from mushroom stems. An older bugbear dressed in rusted dwarven chainmail and patched meal kind of fit stands with either foot atop the gleaming mithril pistons of what can only be described as the dwarves' heat pump, using his foot to pump first one piston and the other in time with the bugbear chains.
Look at that. That's what we need. How do you know?
You don't know that.
Alright.
Is that the heat pump?
I'm gonna sneak
You
back
don't
to these
see
guys.
it.
You're
No,
not
we
in the
don't
room.
see it?
You're
You're
2
not
rooms
there.
away.
He just stealthed
Oh,
up with
you.
a 27.
Never mind.
My
Never mind.
God.
I forgot we stealth did.
Alright.
You didn't.
Well, he did. I
I'm
forgot.
going to go
That's
back
where
to
we
these
were at.
guys and relay. Alright, so I found the heat pump. It looks like it's being used by 14-ish bugbears. 14 bugbears. It looks like they're using it for some kind of religious ceremony. There's a bugbear in rusted dwarven chainmail, and they're prostrate, and he's pumping the pistons with his feet in time with the chanting.
You would know from your quick observation that it looks like only 6 of the 15 bugbear would be of any kind, including like the leader, would be of like combat age.
Okay.
Fighting types.
Yeah. There's about 6 of them that are fighty, and the rest of them are
Too young.
too young.
So this
They're kids.
passage here. How wide is the passage here?
You guys could fit through it.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean to get the thing out?
Well, not just that. Also, if we were gonna like, kind of direct the fighting.
I see. To try to.
You know, we don't want to fight 6 at a go. We want to
With
fight
reach.
exactly. You know, fight 2 at a time would be better.
We have the statue. We can like be like, hey, one of your fallen bugbear died, and we found this, and we want to give it back to you.
You mean the corpse? Oh, the spider statue.
Yeah.
I see.
And then what? Be like, all right, we want to give this back to you, but also we're taking your heat pump.
But also, yeah, maybe we could trade for that. We don't want to cause you any harm. You have a family here.
Right. That's a good idea.
Yeah, they're
what if we
bugbears,
all
though.
jumped around the corner and attacked them,
All right.
and then drew them away from there,
That
Okay.
might work.
and then killed them?
May I interject?
Yeah.
Like your plan, Rick.
Mm-hmm.
But my question is, what's the next step? So we found this giant heat pump.
How big is the heat pump?
It's pretty big. I mean, he's standing on top of it.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of
So
pistons.
we found this giant heat pump. Let's say we go in there, we kill all the bugbears, and then we're standing in a room with the heat pump we can't move.
You could. It's not immovable. You could. It's like you could move it.
We can move it.
Yeah. It's not like something that you wouldn't be able to lift.
Okay.
All we
Like-
need to do is find a cart.
Yeah. It's not. It's not something that you could. It's not something you're gonna do in combat, right? It's something you could,
Yeah.
you could work
Okay.
together and.
Never mind.
Yeah, scuttle.
Yeah, I mean, if that's what you guys want to do.
Skitter.
Do we have anything that could, like, I don't know, flush them out of there?
I have smoke bombs.
That can work. Throw in some smoke bombs. Was it like an enclosed room?
How big
I
is
can
the
ignite
room?
I mean, the
things.
ceilings are pretty high, but.
Were there
Okay.
other exits?
You didn't see any, but
Didn't see
you
any.
were focused more
On
on.
the thing.
I'm telling you, the best way to do it is to just all pop around the corner and attack them with range, and then hold a spot where they can't all fight us at the same time.
Alright. I'll try it. But they're bugbears, man. They're pretty beefy.
All right, or we could wait until they go to sleep. And
Die
try
of
to
old
steal
age.
it. No.
Oh, no. That's a dumb idea.
Ooh, you could go in and we could cover your back when they go to sleep. Kill as many as you can sleeping. Stealth. Do good.
That's not a bad idea.
That's...
Puts you in a little bit more danger.
Yeah, but it'll be fun.
And like, I'll be watching from far away.
Yeah, we could have
I can
ready
pew
actions
pew.
to.
I can have ready pew pews.
Get a poisoner's thing. Maybe you could poison a couple of them.
No, I have proficiency in poisoner's kit. I don't actually have a poisoner's kit.
I could make poison.
What?
Yeah.
And what?
Alchemist kit. Oh, I would need the gold.
You need
and
the alchemist kit.
I have the alchemist kit.
Yeah, the alchemist. Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. Because most things give you proficiency in a thing, but
But not
you
the
don't
actual
need the
thing.
Yeah.
Some of them give you the thing.
Some of them give you the thing. I have these tools. It's not a poisoner's
Poison.
kit.
All right.
Like
I don't know. We
acid.
could do the bricks idea. Throw some shit at them.
Puff of smoke.
Take out the leader first. Maybe they'd be like, bitch, and run away.
Maybe. Yeah. That sounds like a good idea. We'll make a lot of noise after we ambush them and scare them away.
Careful.
Yeah, you catch on fire.
That's pretty scary.
It's a thing that happens.
Yeah.
You can't catch on fire. That's fine.
I
They put
can,
out the
I mean,
fires.
No, we want her to be
We
on
want
fire.
fire.
I'm a
I
problem
can
solver is
catch
what I
you
was trying
guys
to
on
say.
fire, but I don't
No, don't do that.
Alright.
All right,
So
I'm gonna
guys-
drink another healing potion.
Okay.
think it's always good to do.
I'm full.
Huzzah.
Oh. Nothing.
All right, let's do it.
I'm gonna detect magic. See if I
What?
can't detect any magic coming from the room.
From where you are right now.
Okay.
All right, let's all sneak up on him now.
What's your passive perception?
13. Cool. What? I don't like like this. I don't like this at all.
I rolled a sleight of hand check to pickpocket you and take a healing potion because I used one of my healing potions to bring you back from the dead.
You could have just asked.
Yeah, but this was more fun for me.
You didn't have to steal.
This was more fun for me.
Did you succeed?
Yeah.
Roll
15.
5.
Alright, can we sneak up on these bugbear?
Sure.
Well, wait, hey,
Yeah.
so you guys are loud. So why don't
We stay back.
Yeah, why not?
Because we want to all sneak attack.
So you guys sneak in through the crack into the room. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, first, anyone know anything about mushrooms? Because there's these big weird ones. Some of them are blue, some of them are dumb.
Want to help me out a little bit with the?
Are you proficient in nature?
No, with the guidance.
Oh, guidance will work.
Or if
Yeah, I'm
you're
gonna
Yeah.
guidance. I'm not proficient in
Okay.
nature.
Yeah.
1. Sorry.
12, 15.
That's enough. Okay.
Aha!
So these blue capped mushrooms look remarkably. On the left side, these are death caps and web cap mushrooms. The ones on the right look like web cap mushrooms. They're actually
Death caps.
blue spider cap mushrooms.
Ooh.
They grow only in the darkest of caverns. Their stalks and tops are rusty brown in color. However, the web-like underside of the caps are an iridescent blue covered in frost. You know that they are attracted to motion, so whenever something moves underneath the mushroom, it releases a cloud of spores, freezing spores, and anything that gets within that range has to make basically a con save or take cold damage.
Cool.
And Zerkwood, which you know is useful for making fires.
Fire, you say?
Yes.
Is there anything?
If I was resistant to said cold spores,
Oh,
or
and
cold damage,
and suffer a level of exhaustion.
So
would I get more of a con save or something like that?
You would take half of the cold damage.
Okay.
And I'll just give you this one too for free. There's no footprints anywhere near those mushrooms, the
alright.
blue caps.
So they know.
seems like they know.
So we can. They get too close. Push them over there.
It's a good idea.
I don't remember what death caps or web caps do. Go grab out of the abyss.
Death
Well,
caps
it's
kill you.
11:30. You want to take a fiver?
It's up to you guys. If you want to stop now or you want to keep going, I'll leave it up to the party.
Yeah, if you want to take a quick break.
Take a quick break. I still want to play.
Time.
Okay.
All right, internet.
Cause snow day.
Cause snow day.
We're gonna
Yeah,
take
get up early. Well,
a little break while I look up what types of. You remember where it is?
Chapter 2.
Okay.
I think that page.
Oh shit, man! Look at me go.
Ooh, chapter 2. Ooh, ooh, ow.
Funny.
Michael Jackson.
They're not on here.
It might be.
Chapter 7.
I mean, that was the majority. Of
That was most of the mushrooms. I forget.
Ripple bark, firelight, and blue caps are here.
Yeah.
And then
Death caps kill you.
They're
Web caps
aptly
web
named.
you.
No, they're only for cuties.
Ha ha ha.
I like that.
So Pat can have it then?
Originally on my sleight of hand check, I rolled a 1.
oh.
But I'm a halfling, so I reroll ones.
Boo.
all right, so we're gonna take a short break, guys. We'll be back to see what happens with these bugbears.
Yeah.
If the party can work together to come up with some crazy scheme.
So I'm gonna shape the water underneath the mushrooms and then push the spores that are into the water into the
I should have
bugbears.
taken magic initiative. Then I could have had, what was it? The Arms of Hadar? Is that the one that goes like
What do you think, Ted?
pushes everybody?
Maybe. We
Pew!
can certainly
And
see what
push them
happens.
into the mushroom.
So, folks, we will be right back. We're going to
And
put up
a
some
week,
tunes
so-
for you guys. Thank you all for everybody who's been here in the chat and has been experiencing what can only be described as one of my campaigns. At level 1, I killed Jake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna happen.
That's why I built an entire whole quest line that leads to the creation of adamantine armor.
Just
And
to
prior
not
to
kill
this,
me.
Jake was the only one who was gonna be able to wear it. It was just for him.
Just so I could not die.
Because I feel bad for Jake.
You would have not died.
I would have not died.
Yeah.
No, they didn't do double damage on
Oh,
any
the
of their crits.
Oh, there.
So you still would have died.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
Actually, we haven't talked about how that would work with the cards. The cards just not come into play.
They get
Yeah.
cards.
He gets the cards.
All right, 5-minute break.
Actually, they would have focused on you. Because you
What's up?
have the least. If he had armor,
That's right.
you have the least armor.
Yeah. Damn dirt Sturgis.
Sorry, Dane. We'll be back in a bit. We're just gonna take a quick break. Maybe have some cupcakes.
Yeah.
Because it's Wesley's first birthday.
Yay! Happy birthday, little boy.
We are back. So there's some bugbears.
There's some
Bugbear.
bugbears.
And there's a party
Bugbear.
who's a little on the banged up side.
Okay.
But they're all at full health now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But does anyone have like a saw?
No.
All right. Well, that was my idea. Anyone else got anything?
Anyone have a saw? Nope. Well, shit. There
think-
goes that.
I think we all pop out of the crevice. We attack the guy, the leader. Then we move back to the crevice and protect it.
All right.
I don't been through this.
You guys can, if they get close to the, that blue
The
mushroom,
Mm-hmm.
one of you guys can like shoot it or something so it releases its spores,
Cool.
and then
Cool.
we'll hold the line while you guys pick away at them.
All right. That's a great idea.
We'll all focus on one at a time
Yeah.
and take them down.
Sounds like a plan.
And yeah, that's the whole thing.
It's a good plan. Let's do it.
Okay. So that's the plan. Everybody's gonna stealth in and then attack.
Yep.
Yeah, pretty much.
Stealth in, range attack, and then move back to a defensive position where me and
You got maps for
Wave
this one,
can.
Ted?
Yeah.
Could I ready an action to when all this happens
Right.
and they start
That's when you
running
guys are
for
coming in.
us?
Right.
The
And
heat pump's over there in the back corner. That's it.
okay, and these are the blue mushrooms here,
Yes. So right there.
right here.
Well, you guys said they said they're on the right, so that'd be those guys.
Okay, so, cool.
They look like webcaps.
And this is a fire pit.
Yes.
So when these guys get close to here, maybe we'll all pop out and attack, except for me. And I will throw a javelin when they start passing by this.
But what if the spores, I think, just fall straight down?
No one knows. They haven't actually seen it.
Yeah. I mean, we could try it, but the spores might just fall straight down.
Alright, regardless of that, we will hold them right here in this little 5-foot
All right.
crevice right here.
Yep. Sounds good.
Like a plan.
Alright, cool. Alright, I guess we'll all attack then.
Okay.
So everybody roll for initiative.
On 3.
Bonus action throw a smoke grenade. Is that how it works, or it have to be an action?
13.
That would probably be an action. Us?
8.
Ever.
13.
17.
14.
Oh, God. 17. You said 13?
14.
14.
Brought my phone upstairs to check
So,
it on brick and I forgot.
What was everybody's stealth checks? Remind
I'm
me.
aware now.
Oh,
He's on the
For
break.
sneaking in?
Yeah.
Alright, stealth checks, please.
Still checks.
15.
27.
Guidance on everyone. Hold on. 15. Oh,
So we're going to be rank 1. These guys are going to be rank 2.
19 for me.
Mm-hmm.
Plus 1 to you. For stealth.
28.
Plus 3 to you.
Alright, 18.
And plus 2 to you.
10.
Okay, so they hear footsteps from you as you guys are moving in. They rolled first.
Got me.
So, as you guys come or start to come into the area, the bugbear atop the heat pump
Bugbear.
stops chanting.
Okay.
points at all of you. His eyes wide, his mouth agape. One by one, the other bugbears stop chanting, and they all turn to stare at you. The leader lets out a loud whoop and begins hopping from piston to piston. And he says in common, and he goes, I knew it would work. I knew it would work. You bring gold, yes? Make us dwarf rich.
No.
And he says,
I am the mighty pump god. And I've come to tell you that you're doing it wrong.
make me a deception check.
I'm gonna throw a little water when he does it behind him. A little flare.
15.
Wow.
Help. I mean, guidance.
Too late.
Damn it.
And you have angered me. And you must leave this cave forever.
Oh no!
And ever!
Oh no!
Or you'll never be dwarf rich.
He sits there and he's rubbing his hands and he's pushing his eyes in. They're twitching. And he says, and he seems very, like, not certain. And he says, he looks at you, and he looks at the rest of you, not you, and he says, you're really the pump god?
Yeah, like really, man. That's I came here because you're doing it just so wrong. I had to show up.
And he says, Regek, for whatever the fuck the bugbear god is, I don't remember. And he says, but he said that, if we got gold, like, the god said they would give us gold, and now you're here, you're not our god, and, like, we're supposed to get a lot of money, because we were sent here by the gods to do this.
Yeah, wrong pump, man. You probably want the pump that's like 3 days further down that track over there.
Maybe.
You're close, but this is Dwarven Pump. I'm the Dwarven Pump god. Pumpstopheles.
I'm gonna cower in fear at the name Pumpstopheles.
Sounds like a great hydroponic guy.
And he goes, and he like looks at everybody and goes, yeah, I guess he's the Pumpstopheles. And he goes, here you go. And they pick up and they hand, I mean, it's pretty big, but they hand over to you the pump.
Okay.
And they're like,
Blessings upon you, and I'll throw 30 gold worth of obsidian chips at them.
and they're like, oh, Pumpstopheles.
As I walk away with the pump. That's how you do it.
And you guys leave. You have the heat pump.
All right,
Yeah,
cool.
let's take it back.
I mean, you're like,
It's heavy.
it's taking pretty much all of your effort. You guys can get it back to the hallway there, and you can see at the end of the hallway, basically coming out and going to the right is back down where there's that break.
Mm-hmm.
You can see a cart on the left side. There was a cart up above, but you guys just ignored that one. We went a different way.
Right.
So there's a cart here.
Okay.
Cart.
You want me to scope out in front?
Yeah, man, definitely.
Okay. You know what? You've been rolling real good for stealth and
No, guidance.
Oh, thank you.
2.
All right. So
Guidance
that
is
makes
fun.
I'm getting there.
It makes you
21
feel
for
super
stealth.
useful.
It does.
The mine track continues away, and
Mm.
there's a cart. You get the feeling that based on the way this is set up, that this was probably to come down and get ore and bring it back. So you have the thought
At
that
some point, this will
this will
lead
take back to where you were going.
I just want to scope out ahead to make sure we're not going into any traps or anything.
You don't see any,
All
but
right.
you do see this
Oh.
as a plaque
Ooh.
nearby.
Minecart service manual.
Ooh.
This assemble in proper order from left to right, or you'll void your warranty. Oh no, we don't want to do that.
Bad things have happened with voided warranties.
Yeah.
That's
The
not good.
middle component is throttle valve. You got that?
Okay.
Remember to install something, something, and something between the steam pipe. Ink splotches, I don't know.
Ah.
Remember to install
Are
the
we
blah,
there? Are we
blah,
there?
and blah between the steam pipe and the water reservoir. The piston attaches directly to the right of the steam pipe.
Would,
Install the blah between the steam pipe and the
Question.
chimney.
would prestidigitation remove the ink blots?
It would clean them up, but the damage underneath is done.
So we wouldn't be able to read.
The
It
firebox
would just remove the blots,
goes
but it basically just looks like a blank space.
between
Thinking,
the
though.
boiler and the water reservoir. The water reservoir should be closer to the boiler than your piston.
Okay.
That's what I found. Is this
I see it.
is this minecart unassembled?
Essentially, what you see is a dwarven corpse sprawled over a bucket of coal with 6 pieces of what you would know.
Right.
Which you've never seen one like this, but you've heard of these, of
Okay.
the engine scattered about. A chimney,
Right.
piston,
Right.
steam pipe,
Yep.
boiler,
Okay.
throttle valve, and firebox.
Right. All right. So there's. Could we write on this?
And it's the water reservoir is already installed.
Okay. Cool. And the water reservoir is where?
It's in the
Which position?
Oh, it's you mean as far as
Like if we're going from left to right.
gotcha.
Can we write on the sand down?
Yeah, sure. Looks like it is to the left.
All right. Far left
Far left.
is the
Water reservoir.
Water reservoir. Okay. All right. So there's the water reservoir. Then it says the middle component is the throttle valve. So there's how many components total?
You scattered around the dwarf were 6, and then the water reservoir.
Okay, so there's 7 total.
Yes, it does.
Well, my cyborg
She's a
guy.
cyborg.
My
So
cyborg
this is the throttle valve goes in the middle here. Why do they always make these things so damn hard to put together? Remember
What
to
else we got?
install the
Puzzles. Jake loves puzzles.
blank, blank, and blank between the steam pipe and the water reservoir. So there's 3 things between the steam pipe and the water reservoir, which means that the
The
steam
steam
pipe.
pipe
would be the 4th thing.
Yeah.
All right.
What's next?
The piston attaches directly to the right of the steam pipe, so it fits right in here. What to do? The firebox goes between the boiler and the water reservoir. So, firebox, water reservoir. Yeah, and your water reservoir should be closer to your boiler than your piston. Oh no. Your Y-E-R. Your. Which should be closer to your boiler. The piston attaches directly to the right of the steam pipe. Install the blank between the steam pipe and the chimney. Wait a minute. How many components
7
are there?
components. The water reservoir was
Right.
installed all the way on the left.
Okay, yeah.
It goes left to right.
Right. Water reservoir, firebox. Oh, I wrote the water reservoir twice like an idiot.
The chimney?
Yes, the chimney, the throttle valve, the steam pipe, the piston. Alright, so the water reservoir should be closer to your boiler than your piston. But the water reservoir goes all the way on the left, because it starts there. The middle component is the throttle valve. That's easy.
Yep.
Remember to install the blank, blank, and blank between the steam pipe and the water reservoir. Okay. The piston attaches directly to the right of the steam pipe. Install the blank between the steam pipe and the chimney. firebox goes between the boiler and the water reservoir. So we need to. I don't know.
Let me see.
I'm not smart.
All right.
You figure it out.
Okay. So we got the water reservoir over here.
Hold on, let me.
The
Wait,
bar
remember
putting
that?
together an engine. Jake figuring this out seems very in character.
Okay.
Done. Ready to install
the
3
water.
things
Between steam pipe.
You're so close.
between the steam pipe and the water reservoir. So there should be 3 things in between the steam pipe and the water reservoir. There are.
Okay.
Piston attaches directly to the right of the steam pipe. So here's a steam pipe, here's a piston.
Right.
Firebox goes between the boiler and the reservoir. So that would make this the boiler. And the water reservoir should be closer to the boiler than the piston. This would be the boiler, this is the piston, so that works.
That's
So
the
then
water
that would
reservoir.
make this the chimney.
No, the water reservoir should be
Firebox
closer.
goes between the water reservoir.
Right.
Should be closer to the boiler than the piston. Water reservoir is closer to the boiler
So
than the
boiler.
piston.
Ah.
So what's the order you have in there?
Because then it's closer to that. Than
And then this would be,
Chimney.
the other thing is the chimney. Alright. Double check Slaggy.
Who's Slaggy?
That's my nickname for Celine.
Oh.
I was saying that out of game. I'm not gonna do the fucking thing.
Except every time when you do it.
I only do it begrudgingly and slightly condescendingly.
But it is useful every time you do it.
It is, but I'm dumb, so.
Jafar putting together an engine, and Wave takes a seat against the cave wall and lights up. Is what the chat says. It's over here, Pat.
Yeah, the internet's right there.
The internet's right there.
True. Look at you, chat.
Yeah.
What if we just push the whole cart?
Seems right to me.
Take the cart here and push it somewhere else.
Well, that's what we should do with Carrot Farm.
Seems correct to me. Do you
So
guys
what's the
wanna
order?
review
Double
it
check.
at all?
We got
Nah, I believe in you.
water reservoir, firebox, boiler, throttle valve, steam pipe, piston, chimney.
Like me a good steam pipe.
Do you install them?
Oh,
Yeah.
As that happens, the engine, the steam engine on the cart sputters to life, and smoke begins to come out, and it is ready to go.
Alright.
Ah, dwarven
No,
engineering.
wait.
Woohoo!
Okay. So let's go.
Alright.
You guys, it
Far
is
out.
just so happens to be big enough to fit the party and the steam pipe, or the heat pump.
Alright.
What luck!
Shouldn't be, but I'm gonna make it. So that is that. So,
Bigger on the inside.
and it is, you guys can drive it basically down the
Yeah.
tracks. It has 3 possible speeds.
Let's go medium.
I was gonna say the speeds are slow, normal, and fast.
Normal, yeah.
And then let's shift to slow for any turns.
And if just testing it out, you guys know that if you, in the process of turning the engine off, it slides to a stop. It
Okay.
doesn't immediately
There's no
stop.
break.
There is no brake.
Alright.
It slides. It'll slowly slide to a stop when you cut the power.
Alright.
Cool.
So, hey, you guys, what speed are you guys going?
Normal, and then shift into slow for turns.
Okay. So you guys are continuing as you're going through the dark, seeing the stuff is swinging by. I mean, at normal speed, you're going maybe like 3 miles an hour, so it's a pretty decent clip coming through here. Let's see, number 1, 2, 3, 4.
What's that for?
Well, let's see. We have 1, 2, 3, 6, 7.
Oh, we're not a strong party.
No. Oh, so then I won't add the other 3. So go ahead and Sean, roll me a d10.
Ho ho!
Now,
Oh,
home view readers, 8.
Ah, that's not what I said.
What'd you say?
6.
Close.
Okay. So you guys are coming along the tracks, and the tracks you can see it drops like a roller coaster as you guys speed towards this decline, you can see an incredibly sharp left turn at the bottom of this drop. As you start to take the turn, you can feel the cart tilting to the left as it's starting to lift off the rails. So,
Rogers,
what do you guys do?
Shift to the right.
Shift.
Rogers.
Oh, Pat, you get inspiration.
All right, Pat.
Thanks, mate.
You earned it.
Playing up your background.
Soft landing, ignore 20 feet of falling. So maybe this could be...
I take the greatest sword and I fling it out to the right. I don't throw it, but I just hang it out there. It's extra
Are we
weight.
still going normal speed?
Yeah.
Well, are we going faster? Because we're going...
Yeah, I mean, you picked up... The cart isn't going any... You didn't click it to high gear, but the speed
No,
of
but I
just
know,
the
but like,
descent.
we're clicking it to slow.
Well, too late now.
Too late
I
now.
was just going to say something.
But you guys all shift to redistribute the cart's weight. And with the great sword out, you guys go around the turn, and it's like... and it lands, and it continues on as you guys keep going. Celine, roll me a d10.
Oh, no.
Good thinking, guys.
Oh.
10.
Okay. Yes, so you guys come around that turn, and you're continuing onward, and you see up ahead, the tracks arc upward to form a bridge across a chasm that is choked with a sulfurous smoke.
High speed.
As you approach the speed, the vibration from your cart shivers as you increase the speed up the rails and pops the rivet supporting the center of the bridge. The 10-foot section falls out from the bridge in the middle into the chasm. What do you guys do? You have you got like 6 seconds to make a decision. What do you do?
I'm going to try and...
High speed.
Okay.
I'm going to try and shape water, see if I can't push the steam through a little bit faster, give it a little bit more go with the engine flow.
Okay, make me an Arcana check. Or a wisdom check.
Behind me. Propel us forward.
No.
I wish.
So
Feel like a
10?
jet.
Okay. Yeah, as you guys crank this thing into high speed with a relatively quick decision, with your assistance from accelerating the steam, you guys, and for a split second, the weight of the heat pump and the weight of all of you weighs on you as you are in the air over this 10-foot section.
Bad idea.
This could end poorly.
And you land on the other side of the tracks and continue on, but you're still in high speed, so you're fucking zipping down.
Downshift. Downshift.
And I'm gonna do the opposite of what I did.
Okay.
Medium.
That's fine. You're good.
Okay.
Normal.
Back to
got a
normal
10
speed.
again.
Pat, roll me a d8.
That's how you gotta do it.
3.
There's no cowardice here.
Hey, man.
Not even your decision.
Rick has been leading us right so far.
Right to death.
Right to death.
Well, no, that wasn't your fault. All of your decisions have been good. Pump Stoffelies or whatever.
Alright, so you guys are continuing on, and as you're moving along it, you guys can see up ahead expertly carved reliefs of the Dwarven Pantheon line the tunnel. The left wall is principally devoted to Dumathorn, the keeper of secrets under the mountain, while Sharonlar, Lady of Life and Mercy, is the primary subject carved into the right. What do you do?
Stop. Detect magic.
Detect magic.
Okay.
Regardless, I want to spend a little time looking at it.
Cool.
You are currently under the effects of the bless spell.
Ha! Look at me.
So you kill the engine and you can get out and examine the carvings. You notice with your detect magic and your kind of just being there, you notice that a thick, clear liquid in a large carved cup held by the relief of Sharonlar. The liquid glows. So,
Hey, that liquid's a little magic-y. Maybe you want to go check it out.
I
Take a
do.
sip.
What kind? What?
I want to go check it out.
What kind of magic?
Don't lick it.
evocation.
Oh. Okay.
I look at it.
Yeah,
I don't know a lot about magic, but like that doesn't sound.
Can I lick it?
Sure.
Don't. Why would you
Oh,
lick? Why would you lick?
whoa,
strange
whoa.
I'm gonna
dwarf
try-
life?
Hey, wait,
Stop
wait,
her
wait,
before she
wait.
licks
I'm gonna try. Hold on.
First off, this is the Dwarven gods.
I'm gonna try
So
an
it's
alchemist.
very disrespectful.
Kit I gotta
glass
get a.
cup of
Maybe you
liquid.
could guidance
I'll
me
give
on
it a
this.
drink.
What are you, a cat? B? You just go ahead and lick
I gotta
whatever.
get a 20
Okay, to do what?
to identify substance.
Okay. You are. This is to identify what is it? A
One.
poison, right?
No, it just says identify substance. Identify poison is DC 15.
Yeah, identify.
It's just a one.
The
sound.
poison is the poisoners get
Poisoners
one.
get-
15, 16. What would I add for that? Just nothing.
Well, I'm gonna say that you, as you get closer and take a good look at this, you know what it is. You would be able to identify, but you just never encountered it before. This is Hearthmead. There's enough to fill like a water skin.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we just got this water skin.
When you drink this during the course of a short rest,
Okay.
it restores an extra 1d4 plus 2 hit points.
Ooh.
And it lets off, as you can see clearly, a soft, warm glow.
All right. We'll harvest the Hearthmead,
You can do so.
Cool.
and then I'll say a prayer and thanks to Sharnglar.
Yeah, I mean, you guys can.
She seems like a great deity. Like, I don't know a lot about gods, but like that one looks cool.
Yeah. Yeah, she's
Right,
the dwarven
and then-
fertility goddess. So
Sounds like she'd have great and discerning tastes in paramours.
And Jake.
anybody ever tell you you're a real weird guy?
Yeah, actually, I've gotten that a lot.
Go ahead and roll me a d8.
Oh. One. There's probably a reason for that.
What do you mean?
People call you a real weird guy.
Oh, I assume it's because I'm a real weird guy.
Yep.
Unless you're self-aware.
Yeah.
The cart
When your parents don't
strains
talk to you for
as it trundles
15
up
years.
a steep slope.
At least
With
you
a
have
crash, one of the flanges bursts and steam starts leaking out.
Oh,
The
shit.
cart slows noticeably.
I'm gonna try and clog that, controlling the steam.
Okay, but that'll only do so much as the cart is broken. What would you guys like to do?
Let's stop for a minute.
You can't decelerate
Oh shit.
because the flange is busted.
Okay.
So it keeps going at the current pace.
Yeah, cool. I'm gonna take my smith tools
Mhm.
and I'm gonna try and repair it while we're moving.
Funny enough, if you had proficiencies in vehicles and land, this would be perfect.
Feet is a cool
Grants
mistress.
advantage. But anyway, go ahead.
All right. 7. What am I? I'm proficient with smith tools. What's
So that
the...
would be your intelligence plus your proficiency bonus.
So 11.
11
Sorry,
is
camera.
one less than it's supposed to be, but I'll let you fix it.
All right.
You're able to fix the flange. Also, if somebody had a mending spell, that would do it as well.
That makes sense.
Are you okay over there?
I hit the camera.
Oh, all right. So,
But
I got it.
You fix
Okay.
it, and you're
Nice.
able to
Yay!
get back on track. And you guys
Mr.
slowly come along and to the end of the tracks.
All right. We made it to the end of the tracks, guys.
All right.
You guys didn't have to go near the lava or the explosive gas. Oh.
How far are we from the lift? Do you know?
This is the depot,
The Home Depot?
the mining depot.
You basically have come back around through a side tunnel out near where the goblins were
Okay, cool.
at the front. So you come out and you can see the goblin stronghold there.
All right. Well, there's the goblin stronghold there. So
Let's not
So
go near there.
you
what?
exit.
Now we got free passage.
Oh,
you
that's
exit the mine.
right.
All right.
And you head towards this wall, keep bringing along the heat pump. Footfalls nearby alert you to presence, and you see several goblins flanking a much larger female goblin, swathed in several high-quality cloth scarves and wearing an ornate bandana. She points an accusatory finger at you, and she says, "You trespass upon the realm of Clan Warpweth. I am Chief Houndstooth, and the Dwarf Warren is part of my domain. Anything taken from within is mine. Give it to me now!"
Oh,
Okay.
we have. Okay.
Come on, let's give it to her. It's really heavy. Can you help me?
1,
2, 3, and we're gonna throw it on her.
Alright, go ahead and make me.
Oh, no.
Who wants to make the roll? Actually, yeah, who wants to make the roll? So we'll have advantage.
Why?
This is a great idea. This is a great plan, and I'm happy to be a part of it.
Alright, that
Strength
is
check.
strength check. Alright, that is a 19.
Okay. You notice that she's strong but lithe.
Okay.
And now flat.
She seems to be the one that's really in charge.
She want it, she gonna get it.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So go ahead and roll me. All right. Thanks, Claire. Go ahead and roll me. I guess 2. The strength check was good enough. Oh, she's gonna make a dex save. That's what it was.
She didn't see that coming. Ah, that's mine. All right.
You insist.
Ha ha ha. I feel clever.
You've done very well tonight.
Jake's having a good day.
Except for when I died.
Yeah, but you've recovered real
I
well.
feel like that's a lot of me in D&D. It's like, all right, those were all good decisions. You're dead.
Good decisions. Good decisions.
Yeah, like you
You
had
died.
no part
And
In
died.
you dying.
No.
You made no bad choices. You just
Made
rolled
the
less than
perception
them.
check. Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't get a chance to rage.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that was that. I was dead.
Go ahead and roll me 2d8.
Roll 2 8.
I'm gonna try. Nope. 5. Like
Plus-
2 8.
plus
You like
strength
roll?
mod?
Plus
like-
strength.
No.
That's
It
fair.
rolls over her foot.
Oh,
Like
shit.
it hits the ground and then like one of the piston and like on her toes.
Oh,
that
come
was an
on.
accident. They were trying to give it to you.
She's like,
Ah! Roll for initiative.
Whoa.
Huh.
20. 21.
11.
21 for Ember. I'm sorry, for Wave. Ember, what'd you get?
11.
11.
18.
Simmer
10.
down there. Simmer down.
10.
What'd you have?
11.
11. 10. She's got.
I'm about to steamroll them.
Oh. What'd you have?
21.
Wow.
21. That's a different language.
Yeah, look at you. Switching it up.
Okay.
Local.
All right.
Local.
So she's up first. She draws forth a short sword. And you see that she is flanked by 2 goblins. One of which you recognize is Herringbone from earlier.
Oh, Herringbone.
He seems
Glassy-eyed.
no, he seems not happy.
No?
But like he's like sort of like, if you will, like Dobby at the end of Harry Potter 2, like looking at Lucius Malfoy and like
Okay.
at you guys towards her.
Mm-hmm.
So she goes first and she's going to point at you.
Sure.
Just do one of these with her scimitar out.
Right.
And then that's it. That's all she does.
Cool.
Wave.
I'm going to see the invitation. I'm going to take it.
Okay.
And swing with the long sword for 20 not natural.
Okay, that will hit.
And do for 8 plus 3.
No, plus 5. You
Plus
did
5
dueling.
for dueling.
It does it for the damage only.
damage
pad.
only
pad, which I did.
What'd you do? 13? You said.
You should write plus 5 there.
Plus 5 is
Is that 13
yes.
damage?
13 damage, yeah.
Okay. Well, she's gonna be pissed that
I
Oh.
can.
she said as you go to hit her, she goes like this with her scimitar and redirects that attack at the other one that's not Herringbone, and you just kill him. She
Oops.
redirects the attack at him. He dies,
Fair enough.
and then she's gonna swing at you.
What kind of an attack did you do? Just a hit?
Yeah, she
Oh.
can. She's a goblin boss. She can redirect at her minions and have them take the hit instead of her
no.
as a reaction.
Herringbone.
Oh, he's okay. He didn't get hit. Oh, natural 1.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what we're looking for.
For what?
Natural ones. For her attack, yeah.
Oh,
so
yeah.
she just flat out whiffs against you.
Nice.
Oz.
I'm gonna shoot her with the crossbow.
Okay.
Or at least attempt to. 17 on the roll.
Yeah, that'll hit.
23. And she's standing right next to
Wave.
my good friend Wave.
Yes.
So she gonna take 15 damage.
Oh man.
You're
doing good with that.
15 every time.
I'm impressed by this stab.
Yeah.
Is it
She
shot?
gets.
I'm aiming for the neck.
Okay. You shoot her right through the neck, as she's like shocked by this, and she like looks at Herringbone, and he's just like, she just falls like on him, and he's just like, ooh. It is Herringbone's turn, and he's like, don't shoot. Hands up, don't shoot. He's like, we're good, right?
Herringbone.
Herringbone, good to see you, man.
Yeah, she's dead. Hang on, let me let the dog outside.
What the hell, man?
What do you mean?
We paid him specifically to not have to deal with this.
We're not dealing with him. We're dealing with her. And we already dealt with her.
I know, but we paid him tribute. What is up with that, Herringbone?
We want our gold back.
He says, she's my boss.
She was your boss.
She's not anymore.
You're your own boss.
Are you
now.
the boss now?
Yeah, now I am.
Look at me.
She's a jerk. She treats me like shit.
You reload your crossbow. Okay, you look at me. Okay, we want our stuff back.
Okay.
Okay, and then free passage forever.
All right.
Forever.
Yeah.
Say it.
Okay, forever.
Okay.
Free passage forever.
All right. And then, does this lady have earrings?
No.
What does she? Does she have any jewelry?
No.
Nothing.
She does not.
Yeah. I'm gonna take the scimitar.
It's a short sword.
I'm gonna take her short sword.
Wait. I want that. Mine's
You have a
mine's
short
kinda-
sword.
Give it to him.
It's kind of shitty.
Okay.
Thanks.
Yours is shitty.
It's pitted.
All right.
With the ooze.
All right. I'm gonna say, don't mess with us, man.
Listen, I said she told me we could give free passage, and I did. And then she came back and was like, "What do you mean you let people down here?" And I was like, "You said we could." And she was like, "You're such a jerk, Herringbone." She beat me up a little bit and sees me bruised a little bit. And he's like, "She's just a real bitch." And like, I'm supposed to be in charge of this gate. And then she's like, "You're only in charge of what I say you're in charge of." And now I say she's dead. So
Ever says that since his hands are up, I'm gonna high five one of them. Like, yay! Yeah,
and
she
he's
is.
like, "Oh God!"
Sorry.
It's okay.
Say no mind to him. He's really weird.
Herringbone, I got a
Just
task
for
for you.
friendship.
How much of that Gouger leaf you got left?
None.
None.
Sorry, it's a gesture of friendship.
All right, stop it. You're scaring
All
me.
right, Herringbone.
Yeah.
We encountered a lot of mushrooms down here, right? And I really liked them. I'd really want to, maybe if we see you again, maybe do some business where if you collect them, I'll give you a small amount of gold for them, and maybe we can do some trading, make you guys a little bit more prosperous down here. Start to get a little bit more clout among your goblin friends, and everything will be all right.
And he goes, "That sounds great, but now my boss is dead, so I can just go home."
Yeah.
You
I
don't
don't
have
have
to.
to.
Sure.
No, this is just a place we're holding because, like, maybe things will happen.
Things aren't gonna happen.
Oh,
I don't know.
okay.
Like, people might come by, and there might be stuff we can go loot. And if people come by, we can try and like steal stuff or like demand gold for
How often
passage.
do people come down?
Not at all. Very often. My boss was kind of a bitch.
Yeah, go home.
How many other goblins are there around here?
I mean, are you like? I told you we're very large and strong.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, like how many?
Yeah, you are.
I don't know.
Like a number.
I like 12, maybe 15.
How many other goblins are there right here?
Him.
Sidebar.
Alright.
He's
Herringbone,
like,
would you
was-
excuse us for a second?
I mean,
We're gonna talk.
Okay.
Stay right there.
I'm not going anywhere.
All right. This guy's an evil goblin.
Is he though?
Yeah.
He just wants to go home.
Yeah, but he was totally down to murder us earlier.
Yo, he was doing the eye thing. Did you not see the eye thing?
Yeah, no, not like... Yeah,
Yeah, but
before, when he had 7 guys to back him up, he was 100% down to just shoot us and kill us. He is an
Wait.
evil goblin,
Whoa,
and
whoa.
we should take him out.
Whoa.
Well, listen, if
Right.
random people came into your area, you would try
Right.
things.
Sidebar.
Yeah, sidebar from our
Sidebar.
side. This is a... all right, you not you guys. Just you and me. Tell me what you got.
How
Like,
rude.
Yeah, you guys got to declare a sidebar if you're going to talk
if you're
amongst
gonna talk about
yourselves.
yourself, sidebar. I mean, I don't think that he took the first deal we threw at him. Like, he didn't even negotiate. I
Yeah.
don't think he wanted to kill us. Like, instead of 100 gold, we gave him a plant and 10.
which was worth 75 gold.
Well, I don't know
Reasonably.
that. And you're not part of the sidebar,
But
Wade.
just to.
So I'm
give
just
you an
saying, he
idea.
took the first deal we threw at him.
Why do they keep hitting themselves in the head?
I
don't
just,
get it.
I think that think that he's an evil goblin, and that there's no reason to just let him go.
I mean, you already died once today, man. Maybe we could just, like, go home?
Like, just, like, nastily eat.
No.
And he's like...
Why are we gonna kill, like, 12 goblins?
Well, first off, he's the only goblin here.
Yeah, so you're just gonna, like, kill this guy who's surrendered?
Yes.
That's kind of messed up, man.
No, because he's an evil goblin.
No, he's just a goblin. Like, we don't know that
You're
he's
not
evil.
in the sidebar.
How do I know that he's evil?
I didn't ask that question. I said you don't know that he's evil.
I do know he is evil.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't. He just said, I just want to go home. I got beat by my boss.
So, that doesn't preclude him from being evil
No,
just
but it
because he's
doesn't mean
sympathetic.
he is evil.
I take my greatsword and I attack him.
No!
Okay, make me an attack roll.
21.
Yeah, that hits.
Alright.
Did you rage first?
No.
Okay.
Alright, that is 11 damage.
You cleave him in half.
Alright.
Dude!
He is an evil goblin. I take his little voodoo thingy.
You have his little voodoo thing.
Here you go. Here's his little voodoo thingy. You hold on to that. What? What? He's a goblin. Alright?
That's racist.
First off, I've never met a good goblin in my entire life.
That doesn't mean that... How many have you met?
A bunch.
How many do you remember?
You know what?
I attack him too.
Now I rage. Why? Why you gotta be like that?
I don't know. I'm actually kind of curious.
The short
We
sword,
should go. We should go.
The short sword, by the way, is made of bronze.
Ooh, nice.
The lower half of it is sawtoothed. It has an owl skull for the pommel, and there are several streamers of patterned cloth hanging from the guard.
Why? Why do you... He was a goblin. He was gonna kill us earlier.
No, you... Agree to disagree, I guess.
You just let the... I live like 4 miles from here.
Yeah. He's on the other side of the battle lines. Like, not even doing anything. They're not attacking. They're just...
They're goblins.
They're living their shitty lives.
Yeah, well, he's not.
Not anymore,
Yeah.
I guess.
How'd you like if some dude just came strolling up into your town and then killed you after you made a deal with him, and after he talked to you, it was all like
I guess I'd be dead, wouldn't I?
Oh, wait, you already were.
Search
How
his body
about
for
that?
my 10 gold back.
Yeah, it's there, and there's also another 25 gold.
Alright,
I
I
must have
pocket all that.
I don't know why people keep calling you some great hero.
Oh yeah, me neither.
Yeah.
I don't get the joke.
That's fine.
He has amnesia. It's funny.
Wait, when I made that joke, I was a dick, and she
So
made
we
that...
have a freeloader, a drug dealer, a pyromaniac, and a murderer. Good party.
I'm not a drug dealer. I'm a hydroponic grower.
And this is our good campaign.
Also, goblins is not murder. It's a goblin.
It was when we had a connection.
Oh, I'm sorry. Were you about to go date that goblin?
No.
You had a
Okay, let's
connection
walk
with him?
and talk. Let's get out of
Alright, alright. No, don't lift with your back. Lift with your legs.
Sorry.
Alright.
Clench your butt. Helps you lift.
You got a lot of experience clenching?
Lifting.
Your butt?
Well,
No, clenching your butt
lifting. I
experience?
just said lifting.
Freaking
So yeah, Rick, I get what you're saying, but just
lessons
do you
on
get what I'm
morality
saying?
from
No,
On Fire Girl.
I didn't hear what you said. What were you saying?
Nothing.
Girl is on fire.
I was just saying.
Alright, next time we run into an evil creature, I'm gonna let you know now. I'm not just gonna let it live if the other option is to kill it. You know why?
Tell me why.
Because that goblin very easily could have killed a normal person.
Yeah, but like he might not have.
Yeah, so exactly.
But, like we don't know
Look,
anything about that dude.
you have a lot to learn about
Yes, man.
about life.
I just
You came here to hang out with me, right?
well to start fresh. I
Yeah,
guess.
because you thought maybe this would be a good idea.
Well,
Like,
'cause I
we'll
thought
see what
you-
Uncle the
you-
Brick's doing.
You might wanna. I mean, I don't laugh like that, but like I didn't think you. I thought you might want to start over. I was trying to start over. I just thought it'd be easier to not start over alone.
Time doesn't go backwards. You can't start over. You can just keep going. That's all there is.
What do you mean?
I get that.
You can't turn around. There's no backwards.
Well, yes,
There's no starting over.
I turned around.
No,
Shit,
I
I
was
was
starting
clearly
anew.
turning
In time. I leave.
Starting anew.
All right, can we go?
I'm leaving.
We're walking and
we
talking.
are walking and
We're
talking.
walking and talking.
I stopped talking.
Alright.
So you're carrying this. You guys are just walking back to 10 miles.
Why don't you identify what that thing is?
It's gonna be a long
Guess
10 miles.
You just
Take an hour to meditate on it?
Oh,
so
yeah,
you
yeah,
guess
the
you
voodoo
detect
doll.
magic.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because we knew it was magic from earlier.
Yeah. You also notice that his sword is magic.
Sword's magic.
Ha! Awesome.
So you guys. Okay, so you take an hour to identify what that is. Okay. It does require attunement. It is a tortured puppet. Once do you attune to this?
Yeah.
It changes to match your appearance. It looks just
Oh.
like you, with the noose around its neck.
Oh, weird.
While it's in your possession, it allows you to ignore your first failed death saving throw. Once you do that, roll a d20. If you roll a 1, it's destroyed. You can only use this ability once per long rest.
All right, that's good to have.
Mm-hmm.
It's a nice
Roll
little
one, it's
early
destroyed?
attunement item.
Yeah, on a roll of a 1. Yeah.
Oh man, this thing is not light.
We should get like a cart or something.
Well, we had a cart, but
No, like a wheelbarrow
Okay.
or something.
do I see a wheelbarrow or something? It's a good idea.
Oh, we could ask Herringbone. He had a whole village.
No, we couldn't have asked him because we murdered him.
No, we could have
You
before
murdered
you
him.
murdered him. That's what I'm saying.
You murdered him.
I mean, I'm not even arguing the murder part anymore. I'm just
Yeah.
saying, like, we could have asked for a cart first.
That's true.
He's not gonna have a cart.
Might. They've been down here. They probably have a bunch of carts.
He doesn't have
No,
anything.
apparently Rick knows everything about goblins.
Mm.
They're all evil. None of them have carts.
It's two things. It's two things about goblins that you should learn.
I guess, yeah. Now I know those things.
Yeah, you know them.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
We all agree
Mm-hmm.
about goblins.
Yeah.
Evil, no carts.
Nobody asked me.
There you go. Do you know anything about goblins?
I know they got really high.
Yeah, those ones
Do
did.
they have carts?
I can fucking see it.
Yeah, did you ever see a goblin with a cart? No.
I've seen like 4 goblins my whole life.
Wow.
Saw 7 of them tonight.
Yeah.
I mean, before that.
Did any of them have carts?
Uh,
If so facto, here we go.
What's that mean?
That means if so facto. Come on, keep up.
You just said the
No,
same-
no, walk faster. Keep up.
I'm walking faster than you.
Yeah. But I'm carrying this thing, so how about that?
I don't know what that has to do with
Here,
anything.
you want to hold it?
No.
No, that's right, because it's heavy.
I'm so confused.
That's fine.
All right.
It's a +1 short sword.
Thank you.
Mister doesn't want to murder things.
Well, just like not that guy who was pretty nice.
He's not pretty nice. He is an evil goblin.
He was. He.
He was.
They're not mutually exclusive. You can be nice and evil.
No, you can't be nice
You
and
can.
evil. No.
You can be polite and evil.
Okay, yeah, but that's not that. You can't be like nice and evil. There's
No,
a
you can.
difference.
You just can't be a bad. You can't be a good person and be evil. But you could be like nice to someone if you're evil. He was nice to us. He may or may not have also been evil.
All right, next time we run into a nice person who is also evil,
May or may not be.
This fucking shit.
How far have we walked?
About a mile
Interminable.
out of 10.
Oh, fuck.
here,
Is there-
your turn.
Is there?
Yep.
That's the wrong fucking
Is there any way to speed up this process?
Yes, stop talking and I'll say we make it to the end of the 10 miles.
Cool. We stop talking.
I mean, do you have any other conversations you'd like to have amongst yourselves as the party?
I feel like
No?
that was a-
Hey, how come you catch on fire?
I don't know.
Okay, cool.
What?
And the reason that you're a water guy?
I drowned and my powers awoke me.
All right,
They
cool.
were awoken too.
Nope,
Sorry,
that's cool,
I don't
that's
know
good.
if I can talk right now.
And you over there.
Yes.
How come you didn't have a crossbow before?
Bought a sharp bow instead. They were cheaper.
That's dumb. All right, let's go.
Yes.
All right.
It's not that big of a deal.
Oh, right now would be.
Thank you, grumpy ass bitch.
No.
My
I
favorite
messaged that
part
into your
of
head.
all of this, you guys, was before the game. Was it how excited Sean was to
About
play a
having
game
characters?
with Jake where they were friends and not enemies
Not so much.
like they were in
I
two
told
violation.
you.
um,
Character development happened.
You're right.
you guys
Right.
make it back to
You
Samuel
fools.
Oh,
McRae
So optimistic.
Right.
with the heat.
With the heat pump.
He he just is like ecstatic. He's laughing. He's like, "Oh, thank you." He's shaking everybody's hands very excitedly. I know we'll be able. This is it. And he's like, "The fuck is this guy?"
What do you mean?
Like he's thanking you, and he's just like,
Oh, I didn't see him.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I think it's because he's blue.
I think it's because we almost died, and it's worth it. The things we had to do, we had to put out expenses for this, and
anyway,
We
thank
just made
you.
it today.
we were
Thank you
promised.
for those healing potions.
Thank you.
They saved our lives.
Like a couple times.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were great.
he says, "All right, well, anyway, this fucker aside, here," and he gives you each 100 gold pieces.
Woohoo!
All right.
Thank you.
I
appreciate it, sir.
Sam, now,
Right?
would you happen to have any books, like introductory books to magic and stuff?
I mean, I've got a couple. I'm not. What kind of magic are you looking for?
I don't know, just some basic wizardry stuff.
He goes like, I don't have any here because this is also the divine.
Okay.
Cleric, but.
Ooh.
I ever seen this symbol before?
No, not at all. He's like,
Alright. Cool.
Nope.
But he says, well, I appreciate it. This is gonna. I need to write a report. We need to get this back to the queen, and we need to let everybody know. And if we have this and it works, things are changing. This could be big. He goes,
It's gonna be huge.
That's what we need.
yeah. Oh, it's exactly what we need. If this works, this will turn the tide of the war for our favor, for sure.
See, that's why we do what we do.
Could not have said it better myself.
Totally.
He said the tide.
You know about those.
Turn the tide.
You know about turning them tides.
So,
Sorry, what were you saying about magic books?
Oh,
Before you were interrupted.
there's a library up in the main city, but typically, at the moment it's kind of closed off from outsiders. But
Okay.
you guys are doing good work, and once news travels that you were able to bring this back, and if things work the way I think it's going to work, then I don't really think it'll be much of an issue if you even want to go peruse the text, especially because that doesn't cost us anything. And if you say like, "Oh, I'd like to see this stuff," and that would be good. And then they may say like, "Oh, we can let you do that, but like we were gonna give you some gold as like mercenary style payment, but you can go and look at the books instead."
I hope that happens.
Something like that.
Yeah, that
And
sounds
then
reasonable.
it's really great for us because we don't have to take any of the money we would spend on wartime stuff, and
Yeah,
everybody wants.
I would gladly take a magic book instead.
Yeah, that should probably be fine.
Alright.
Yeah, some of the stuff you can do is real cool.
Thanks.
So.
No problem. I want to try that.
You gonna catch on fire?
No, probably not. Probably not that part. Just
Right.
like the shooting fire, or maybe like the magic cleaning things and stuff like that. Like that thing's on fire. That thing's on fire. That thing's on that seems.
That
pretty
thing's
cool.
clean. That thing's on fire.
Yeah.
I get you. Alright. Samuel, is there anything else we can do for you?
Well, not at the moment. I've got to, but I will make sure to have conversations with a couple of the generals to know who your platoon was in command of. That you've done how should I say? Let's call it a special operations mission for me.
Alright.
That's cool.
Please put in a word if you
No,
can.
I will get it to the outside.
About the high five that lost their lives.
Yes, I will make sure to send a missive.
Died nobly in
Outside.
battle.
Hi.
Thank you.
There were 6 of you.
I'm
then.
sorry if I was a little short.
No. He didn't.
Oh, so
believe
then
it.
the high 4 died because there's 5 of you and you're still around.
High
But then
tide.
the rest of you are all dead.
Right, high tide.
Gotcha.
Changing it.
Sure. Yeah. Whatever
Shifted.
words. All right. We'll make sure it gets up to whoever it needs to be.
You got it.
And he says you're welcome to rest here for the time being. It's kind of small
Sure.
space, but he's like,
Yeah.
you're welcome to rest here. If not, we can get you guys. I'll show you a back way. We can get you back up away from the front lines.
We could rest here.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
I'm tired. We did a lot of walking today.
Yeah,
You did 20 miles.
Yeah.
At least there was a cart ride.
Yep.
And a man on fire.
A couple fights.
That was a whole big
And
adventure.
you died.
Look,
Yeah,
hey,
big day.
you did a good job today.
Thanks.
You were on point with your fighting.
Thank you.
You got to work on tactics a little bit here and there, but
Fair.
all in all, very good job.
That whole
I'm impressed.
That whole pump Pumpstopheles. I forget the name you used, but that was
Pumpstopheles,
brilliant. Pumpstopheles.
It worked
You
out
should
well.
you should tell people about that. You just walked into a cave full of bugbears on top of your little pumpy guy and just claimed to be a pump god, and they were like, "Oh, sorry," and then left. It was amazing. It
He's like, we'll have to talk while you rest.
was
While
the
I do
coolest
some
thing I've ever
research."
seen.
So,
And my dad was a wizard.
So over basically what'll happen is you guys will get your long rest, and he will have the conversation. Basically, you can fill him in on all of
All the
and he'll
details.
take notes as far as writing a report.
Right.
While you guys rest over the course of the break and get all your hit points and your spell slots. And you will also, because I didn't feel like adding it up or looking up, I didn't actually look up the new experience rules that I had planned to use.
Yeah.
So you guys are all level 2.
Yay!
And I've decided, because I feel bad for Jake, because I've done it twice in 2 campaigns, killed him in the first round. Everybody gets maximum roll for hit points for level 2.
Oh,
So
nice,
whatever
Dan.
the max number would be. So that's
12.
for you. That's everybody gets 1, Jake.
Tell him, Peter.
Apparently
gets
everybody only gets 1.
Yeah.
So
I'll
yes,
take that.
So that's 10 plus your con mod, 12 plus your con mod, 6 plus your con mod.
Double
8.
your health.
Yeah, double your health. Yep.
Oh yeah, that does feel good. I got reckless attacks now.
Want to help me level up tomorrow?
Oh,
Super easy for you.
Action surge, right? That's
Do I
all I
pick
Yeah.
anything?
That's all
No
you
spells.
get.
One
First?
spell.
Oh, never mind then.
Third level. You
And
start
it's,
getting
you have 3
So I
spell
get
slots.
Okay.
And I
what
think
man?
it's
You get
1
health
extra
and
spell.
It's the
Action
warlock
surge.
that has to pick
Alright.
things. That
plus
people take.
your
Yeah.
you get
That's
plus 2 for your
Okay.
second wind.
Yeah, its second one is a D10 plus 2.
Nice. Danger sense. is
Axel,
also
are
good.
you still hanging out in the chat? I don't know if you're there, but if you are, I just wanted to say hey to you because you may have missed it at the beginning if you're still around. As we will be bringing tonight's first episode of the episode 1 of Evrand to a close for this evening.
Alright.
So that
Exciting.
episode
That was
1,
exciting.
Good first game.
little more,
People
little
dying.
more death.
Arguments.
A little more action.
Thank you.
There was
Katie.
drama.
What Katie said?
I said Axel, you should then. She said, "Hello, Axel. It's me, Ted." If you are there, I just wanted to say that again. Thank you. You can hang on to it.
Oh, very nice.
Gets max HP, drops next combat.
Well, hopefully I'll be able to rage, be a little reckless.
Yeah, it's got some opportunities there.
Yep.
Danger sense too.
Danger sense too. So I mean, I'm in much better shape than I was. I'm pretty much twice as good as I was.
Wow, one could say.
Yeah.
But anyway, I did want to say a shout out. If you guys are unfamiliar with Firebringer Axel's work, most of his stuff is posted on his Tumblr. So that's Firebringer Axel's Junk on Tumblr. And the only reason I bring that up is 2 of the soon-to-be accessed classes when these guys hit level 3 are provided basically by him. Yes, Katie, essentially. So what you're saying is he will know if they're going to be approaching the danger zone.
It's true.
It is true.
So, thank you all, the great support that you guys have shown to us, whether it be through your Flintbuck donations
Yeah.
or otherwise. So we greatly appreciate.
Thanks for bringing Rick back.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Because
I
otherwise,
mean,
I'd have been
realistically, had Pat understood how healing worked and going down and coming back,
dead. Yeah.
You would not have died.
Probably not.
You wouldn't have.
No.
They would have. You would have had. I don't think they could have done enough damage in one hit, depending on how he rolled,
Right.
to take you.
Wasn't real garbage.
Like 2 would have taken you unconscious, and then the other 2 would have been 2 failed saves.
Right.
And then they would have filled up on that turn and flown
And then
away.
left. Yeah.
So
I thought they were just gonna keep attacking him, so I was like, wow.
they would have, but
Until they
filled
were
up.
full of blood.
until they were full of blood. But if he has healing, their death saves get reset back to 0,
Right.
and then they have to get through his health that you healed them back up.
Mm.
But hey, thank you again on February 6th, the shortest month of the year is the fastest time we've ever activated critical hit, critical miss cards. So we have those in effect for the remainder of the month of February.
That's right.
So that's exciting.
In time for Evil Game.
Yeah, we will have them for the next Evil Game as well.
Oh, yeah.
Are we gonna fight something next Evil Game?
Probably.
Yeah. Other
Probably.
than Pat,
Yeah, probably other than Pat or Sean.
it's the only combat.
Hey, sometimes you can handle things with a different kind of weapon.
Yeah. Your brain.
That's not what I was talking about. We know. Anyway,
The tip of your penis?
the tip of your penis.
Or the tip of someone else's penis.
The tip of a penis.
Yeah.
Tiefling, it's barbed. It's
Like a cat's.
Hey, 10 gold's 10 gold.
Hey, yeah, that's true.
Damn straight.
Anyway, so thank you all so much for coming along. We got a couple of magic items
Yeah,
handed
super
out
cool.
to. So we got a +1 short sword. And
Yeah.
the tortured puppet, which is attunement, but
It's good for now
Worth it
when you
for
don't
now.
have any
Yeah.
other attunements.
yeah, sure. And you have the canteen of Hearthmead.
Yes, which will be nice.
It's enough for about 2 uses.
Alright.
So we've got that, and we'll have to see what happens as they have successfully returned the heat pump to reactivate the adamantine forges, potentially leading to the crafting of adamantine armor and weapons by the dwarves to turn the tide of the war in their favor. Hopefully. We'll see.
So this war is between the dwarves and Kuatoa?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Fish people.
Yeah.
I just didn't know if it was Kuatoa, like multiple,
Crab people.
There are
multiple, I guess, Underdark denizens.
There are some other folks that have been involved, but primarily Kuatoa.
I'm talking
Right.
But
to
they-
Ted.
They have some other allies. The Nihilith being one,
Right.
which is the primary.
Yeah. Zombification guy.
So Nihilith is an undead aboleth.
Oh, okay.
So
Alright.
it's an aboleth that has the ability to transport between the ethereal plane and the material plane at will. But it's you remember when Carrick got slammed with the aboleth slime,
Mm-hmm.
and it made him have to breathe underwater, and it did like a ton of damage to him.
Yeah.
So a Nihilith can do that, but worse.
Okay.
And if they
Oh.
take enough damage, it turns them into a zombie under its control.
Wow.
And yeah,
This is not the first time this has happened.
no.
Not
So
first rodeo.
no, the first time that exact scenario. has
Oh,
happened.
really?
Yeah.
It's a large part of
My backstory.
Rick's backstory.
Oh.
Not that I know that. I mean, I know, but I don't know.
But
Yeah.
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 I know, but I don't remember.
Correct.
Gotcha.
So
Cool.
because you've heard it,
You're right.
you've heard it told to you.
Yeah.
But yeah, obviously the Kuatoa have been using those secretions to coat their weapons. So not only does the Nihilith have that ability, but the average grunts have the ability to deal this kind of damage to anybody.
Yep. Every one of our guys that falls in
You
battle.
you guys lucked out that you were hit with lightning, and not that,
Lucky us.
because there was a group of you, and it could hit all of you rather
Right.
than like getting up close with a pincer staff or something like that.
Hmm.
So that's
that in
why.
mind, yeah.
But adamantine armor will protect against that. So that's a big boon in favor of the dwarves.
Oh, right.
Cool.
So anyway,
So,
and that also means maybe, just maybe,
I'll live.
Jake will get a set of adamantine armor.
Maybe.
He tried
One
so
can-
hard,
Came close.
almost.
Almost had
You
it.
did have magic armor, but
I did.
didn't do that.
No.
And you were working the next thing on the hair shirt was negate a crit.
Yeah,
The ability to negate
Oh, wow.
critical hits.
that would have been good.
Didn't we work out a deal with Gundren
Yeah.
Yeah. To
to
get
like
adamantine.
make
'cause
you
he-
adamantine plate?
Yeah, he made him an adamantine glasses case for his reading glasses.
Mm.
And then he was going to get him, they were
Plate mail,
extracting
and I was
enough
like, all right,
Yeah.
you guys do that. And
adamantine to craft plate mail, because that was a lot harder than a glasses case.
Yeah.
Because you guys were going to be hanging around in Phandalin
for years.
waiting for crystal to grow.
Was the plan.
Was the plan.
Oh well.
Didn't happen that way.
Then we died.
Then you died.
All right. Thanks,
Anyway,
Internet.
thank you guys. We'll be back with episode 2 of Evrand. That'll be next Tuesday, so be on the lookout for that. We shall be back. Party is now level 2.
I missed it.
I can throw even more stuff at them now.
Yeah.
No.
20 Sturges.
Oh no!
That's through level 2.
This seems so
strong party.
familiar.
23. Yeah, 10 per level. That's the Sturge count. That's how you do
You
it.
get some AoE.
I know.
You get one more new spell?
Yeah.
Hey,
Burning
we
hands.
Or shield.
No.
No.
AoE.
Not at this
can't
point.
you can't live a defensive life.
Nah, I don't want to. I want to fight.
Those Sturges would have all gone down with burning hands
Yeah, that's
because
true.
they couldn't do minimal damage.
Yeah.
Like, you would have done enough. They have 2 HP.
Yeah.
Just like all those goblins had 6 HP.
Yeah.
So on.
Yeah, I couldn't not kill a goblin on a hit.
Me neither.
Yeah.
So, anyway,
I
we'll
could if I
minimum.
rolled real well.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
6 minimum.
So,
If you're next to him, I'm 7 minimum.
Ooh, you're 6 minimum too.
it's true.
None of us
Wow.
could not kill goblin except
She
you.
can.
You
Well,
could
yep.
not.
She's 1 minimum.
That's pretty bad.
Yes.
Ah,
So, but you do get to re-roll it
That's true.
if you roll a 1. So,
And soon you'll be doing charisma modifier damage. No.
Only when she's Mantle of Flame.
yeah.
Yeah.
But that's all the time.
No.
No.
No,
It's
that's
for
when she
1
acts.
minute
Right.
of long rest.
Yeah. Okay.
Right. For now.
For now.
For now.
All right. Funky, but good. All right.
Oh, no,
Internet.
you get sorcery points.
Yeah, second
Oh, is
level.
that what's happening?
Oh,
now?
and
Yeah, and Metamagic.
Metamagic is 3.
Oh, okay.
You just get the points.
You just get the points because you can use
Convert
them to
them
get
into
extra
get
spell
spell
slots.
slots.
slots, which is great because then
Okay.
you can have what? It's just like one sorcery point is a level spell slot, right?
I think
Something.
it's 2.
It might be 2
I
for
think
a
it's 2
first
for
level.
1.
Still,
Still,
even that.
it's
Still, you could mage armor and then just get that slot back.
Okay. Cool.
And then sorcery points come back on a long rest.
Everything's
Shame.
a long rest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know how that feels.
But hey, guidance.
But hey, that guidance though.
Yeah. And cure wounds too.
Level 3.
Level 3. Nice.
No, yeah.
Level 3 will be a second level cure wounds.
Ooh, that's beautiful.
Once per day.
Yeah. With charisma mod as the
Yeah.
mod.
That's even better.
So.
I got good charisma.
All right.
Alright, Internet, thank you again. We'll be back next week. Come join us to see. I didn't get to do it, so I'm going to do it now.
All right.
Because in that time, while you guys were there, you were able to peruse the books. You were able to look through that. There are some cleric spell scrolls, was what were in the sheaths
Ooh.
of
Yeah.
stuff, which is what was there.
Mhm.
Well, I don't know. Are you going to take them in front of the guy?
I don't think so.
But yeah, so it's like a scroll. There's a scroll of. Are you trying to have him steal the scrolls for you? They're cleric spells. So it's like guiding bolt and like I don't know, second
would-
level healing word.
You know, I don't think I would
Protection
because I'm not a cleric.
Also,
That's fine.
I wouldn't steal from a god. Like a holy man.
Fun fact, because nobody seems to know that, all cure wounds spells are evocation. Just so you're aware. Yeah, so every healing spell is evocation, so you can't just count on it being an explosive.
Fair.
So that could have, like, you could be like, oh no, it's a trap, but it's like a healing spring, and you, like, walk into it, and it's like, woo, full health. And you're like, better look out for that explosive.
Not
It's an
doing it there.
anti-trap.
Yeah.
But, since you're, he has several maps,
Ah. Oh, I like maps.
and he has a world map.
Oh, wow. Great. I want to copy it with my cartography.
Oh, fancy. Map.
Oh, wow.
What's the map song from Northern Explain?
On the map, on the
On the
map,
map,
on the map,
on the map.
Internet. Look at this map.
Look at this.
Look at it in all of its glory.
Ooh.
Don't look at Ted anymore, Internet.
Ooh,
Yeah,
That is
point
gone.
to where we are.
We are in the Wyvern Peaks.
See that little gray entrance? That's the entrance to...
Your butt.
Oh, look at that. Yeah, I see it. Right up
Yeah,
there.
That's to go into the Dwarven Stronghold.
That's right. All right. Very cool.
I didn't want to go without the first episode of giving it out to you guys. So I
I'm
did.
from there,
Yep.
but not there. Actually, Gowager.
Yep. And where are you from? Somewhere?
Been here.
Oh, cool.
Oh shit.
Shit.
so far away.
You went all the way around.
Down the river.
And this is where I tried to steal from, and it didn't work. And this is where my mom was held captive and forced to fight under basically suggestion for a couple of years.
Nice.
And that's where you saved her from.
Ah.
Oh, sorry.
I did that. All right, cool.
Alright, well,
We'll
we're gonna
slide it
go
down.
internet. Well, these guys falling over the map for a little while.
Where are you
Yeah.
from? Jake, you're
Me?
from up there?
Yeah, right up here in
Okay.
the dwarven stronghold
Cool.
of Carrickfarn.